Hello, I'm Dr. Roderick Little, Director of Bands here at Jackson State University. So the atmosphere of the vet is literally second to none. By being a part of the Jackson State University fabric and families as a student and now as a director, I've had the opportunity to experience it from many different levels. And it's something that you just cannot recreate. I don't care if you're a part of HBCU or the PWI. And so when you mix the Sonic Boom of the South and the football team and all of the synergy that we create amongst each other and between each other, you're not going to get that in any atmosphere or any stadium. We have an outstanding team with Coach T.C. Taylor under the leadership of A.D. Ashley Robinson. We are all coin to make sure that we elevate the profile of this illustrious institution that we all love, which is Jackson State University. And so when you mix the energy of the Sonic Boom of the South and when you mix that grit and that swagger of the Jackson State University football team, that's going to cause an ingredient that you cannot recreate anywhere else. And then I didn't even mention, when you sprinkle the atmosphere of the vet with 60,000 fans of our alumni, all of our friends and constituents of Jackson State University, all of those elements coming together, that's just something that, again, cannot be recreated. And we want to make sure that everybody that's connected to Jackson State University, they go out and they support our student athletes and also make sure that we support our student musicians as well. So we're coming to a stadium near you, the best stadium in FCS. It's the Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South and the Jackson State University football team. You can purchase your tickets at gojsutigers.com/tickets. Don't miss out. We want to see you there. Go Tigers and love the Boom.
Go JSU football.
JSU students, we know how much you love cheering us on game days.
But there's something bigger than winning the big game. Your vote.
Voting is your chance to make a difference just like we do on the field.
So this November, let's make a play for change.
Get registered, stay informed, and show up on game day, November 5th.
Let's make a big time play together. Go vote.
Be our vote.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. It is Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's up, everybody? Come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell another friend. I'm sure the crew will be up shortly. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend outside of the game. I know everybody was a little down and out because of the outcome. Kind of is what it is. We're going to talk all about it tonight. And then we'll move on from it. But hopefully everybody had a good weekend besides all of that. In the end, life is, life's good, man. Life's good. Of course, we love to win every game, all our teams, college, NFL, all that good stuff, man. But it don't happen like that all the time. And got a good action-packed show. Definitely wanted to take some time, kind of let everybody run their race and get everything out, get all their thoughts out. And then we'll come in, like we typically do on Monday. See, I used to do a post-game reaction. I just decided this year that we were going to really just kind of, take a little bit of different approach this year, man. We was putting a lot of videos out, a lot of work. Just really couldn't enjoy the moment, man. You know, as soon as the game is over, you know, and it's good stuff. Don't get me wrong. I may eventually start back doing immediate reactions, but it just became a task. So I enjoy being able to go to the games now. When it's over, and we'll come see y'all on Monday. Give me time to really just kind of rest, kind of settle down, and then you know, think my thoughts through, and then come on and give them to you guys. You know, a little bit more strategic when it comes to that. You know, but like I said, we'll delve into the game. Definitely not the outcome that we all wanted. Definitely not what we even thought that would probably happen. And hey, man, I tell you what, I got to give a lot of credit to Grambling. They proved me wrong. You know, I've been wrong often, and don't mind being wrong. They came out and played a better game of football than we did. And we're going to talk all about it. We're going to talk all about it. I like to give credit where credit is due with them. They made the plays. We made the blunders. And some of the blunders they made happen. And hey, man, hey, at the end of the day, you play the game to win it. And they went out and played winning football. And we didn't do the same. So, but we'll dive into it. We'll get into it. And I know Tiger Nation was very emotional. You know what I'm saying? We tend to take a lot of our thoughts to social media. I think I successfully stayed away from it. I didn't have any urge to run out to social media. When you kind of see it happening, it's kind of the same thing. And I'm not really worried about what anybody outside of Tiger Nation got to say. I don't really give, you know, that don't really bother me. But you know, we have to be strategic with how we you know, consume the words of some who love. And we know it's out of a lot of passion. People are very passionate about Jackson State, and everybody loves Jackson State in their own way. You know, so however people choose to, you know, express that is their right. And I try not to interfere with that anymore. You know what I mean? Still just would like to see a little bit more emotional security. I mean, maturity, yet at the same time, you know, be a little bit less vocal publicly when it comes to those who represent the university, whether it be coaches and players. There's a way to say things and not have to be offensive or, you know what I'm saying, you know, demeaning or whatever the case may be. But it's your right. It's your right to do it how you choose to do it. But the only thing I say about that is for those of us who tend to work in a very close space with those who represent the university, just, you know, you can't, you can say what you want to say. You can do what you want to do. But TD,
It's your thing.
you don't get to decide how people respond to you, what you do, though. That's the only other side to it. If you don't care, you just don't care. But it's all good. So, how you doing, brother?
Hey man, I'm doing good actually. I mean, I have no complaints.
Neither do I. A little tired.
Yeah,
Traveling, man. I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm looking forward to the bye week. I gotta be honest with you about that. We got two more trips, bro. Get to take a break, man. Get to take a break. This weekend we head to H-Town. H-Town, Houston, Texas, man. Whew.
What up, KT Doug? What you doing,
Look,
man?
what it do, man? Huh?
Ask Kevin what he was doing.
Man, I feel like, you know, I feel like if I sit still for 5 minutes, I'm gonna be asleep. That's how I feel right now. But you know, waiting on that bus timeline now. But anywho, we'll get into the game over the weekend, man. Like I said, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I gotta say this though. They go, that's good. I'm glad you, hey Stunte, I'm glad you said that. I like when y'all talk. I ain't seen you before. Like that. I like when stupid people talk. I just I'm gonna say this for you, you idiots. And I'm gonna say this very calmly. That's all I got. Keep going, bro.
Oh, I want to say
I,
anything.
I'm just saying though. I personally, I'm gonna say this again. I ain't gonna rant and I ain't gonna rave tonight. I'm calm. All I'm saying is this: you are stupid if you go into a place that ain't meant for you. This ain't for y'all. The family business, this family conversation. Wait, look, it's public. But if you're gonna come over here to the look, if I go to the day house and the days of having a conversation about some stuff, TD, and I choose to let my thoughts and opinions out and interfere with the conversation, guess what Mr. Day has the right to do? Hey, my man, I'm gonna have to get you on the other side of the door, baby.
Yeah,
You got to go and go. And I ain't gonna, hey, listen, I ain't nothing to say. I don't listen. I personally don't care. We know we are the bell cow of this shit, man. Everybody get up. There is a Jackson State tax that we pay. We pay a JSU tax, man. I'm gonna be real with you. We do. Everybody gets up to play us. Y'all don't care about beating nobody else but Jackson State, man. Y'all don't care about nothing else. Y'all don't. And that just says a lot about y'all. It's okay though. Hey, listen, I'm happy to be on this side of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be a JSU Tiger. And it's cool. We got our ass kicked.
you know what? You know what, King?
But we beat ourselves though. It was a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but I ain't gonna make no excuses about it. We got beat.
And you know what? Actually, you know, comments really didn't even bother me, bro.
It don't bother me neither. I'm just responding to it. This is a typical stuff. Listen to me, man. I'm unbothered by any of this stuff, man. You know why, TD? I have a great life, man. And God is great. You feel me? And at the end of the day, see how I used to take this stuff. One thing I don't do, I don't go in nobody's name. I talk a little smack to the people I know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, whatever. I'm over that, man. I ain't played no football, man. I ain't coaching no football or playing no football. Mm-hmm. Appreciate you there, Brother Dub. But yeah, that's what I want. Listen. Come on, come on. I want some more haters to resurface and speak your mind. I want you to. Then if it's conducive to the room, we'll let you stay.
So I look at it like, so I just look at it like this. I think her name was Shantae, whatever she said. I mean, that's not surprising. We know that we have people out there that feels like that about, the school and the team. And there's a lot of Jackson State fans feel like that about some other schools and some other teams.
It's all good.
Yeah, I know. So what I'm saying is, if that's where you feel, that's where you want to express yourself, then.
But you're gonna be talking outside the house though.
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna be screaming from across the street.
Right. But here's the point. Here's the point I'm making. Again, I believe in if you dishing it, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to take it. At the same time, have that same energy when we win.
Here's the thing, TD.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna speak from what we give our time to this. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all about something. I'm tired right now. I just flew home today. I left Jackson yesterday and got home at 2-something today. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of just let it be known, right? This is my point. I don't go on nobody else's platform and talk smack. I just talk in my own little space. You on your Twitter page, you do what you want to do with it. I don't care nothing about that. All I'm saying is this. I don't mind it if you want to come in. Listen, we got people who from other schools that come in here and talk straight up and down when it comes to what we talking about. And you know what? I don't care nothing about that. If somebody from Grambling want to say, "Hey, look, man, hey, listen," I was laughing with I was talking to some JSU Tigers over the weekend, right? You know what I said? I said, what we got to do for a whole 365. I said, when Grambling talk, for now, not probably if we see them in the championship game, we don't know. We probably only chance we'll play them again this year is if we win out, they win out. We see them in the championship game, right? I said we got to take whatever they dish out of it. This to us. Shout out to my brother Trey with my girl Yard Talk, all of those Grambling Tigers that I do know. Hey man, hey, they Shaq Bully right now. They get to talk a little something, and I was like, we got to shut up and listen. I know what's my guy name? Ken Rashad. Ken went out there on the thing and he said this. He said, hey, Jackson State, when you get ready to come to daddy house, you make sure you take your shoes off when you come in. Hey, listen, man. Hey, TD, I can deal with that, bro. You feel me? Hey, because you know what? Hey, listen, we were looking for Perry when we whooped up on the Southern, didn't we? So I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah. That's those type of things.
I ain't stopping no trolls from trolling Mr. Smoot. You ain't gonna troll. Listen, I control the chat. That's how that go. I ain't got time for it. You're not spamming my chat because this is the thing, bro. It's certain things that I don't allow in here. You follow what I'm saying? That's this that we've been doing it 2 years, man. Y'all ought to know this by now. I have no problem with nobody saying whatever they want to say about me, man, in the chat. You can stay in the chat and talk your talk. You stay in the chat, ain't no problem with that. We got what brother EA? EA, where you at, man? I know EA in here. Look, he in there somewhere. EA been hanging out with us for however long. EA respectful, man. We got plenty of other Tigers that be in the chat, non-Tigers that be in the chat. We good with them. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of platforms you can go do that with. But if I feel like it's not conducive to the room, I'm gonna escort you out the room. It's that simple. And don't give a damn how you feel about it. That's how that works. You really don't have to watch or not come in and listen. Like I said, I won't go over what today's stuff. So what platform y'all got? Brother Smoot, nobody takes away from the show, brother, because it ain't stopping nothing. What you talking about? Ain't nobody taking nothing away from the show. We've been here doing what we do. We do great work. Matter of fact, TD just got a letter I'm proud of. Damn, I left it downstairs, bro. Got to go get it in just a second. But it was from the university. We're officially invited to the Legacy Wall reveal, October 31st, Thursday. So listen, the whole KC-1400 family, we're going to pull up, man. The Green Gibbs Plaza. Guess what, man? They're going to unveil the wall, the Legacy Wall, and KC-1400 Media Group will be name will be on the the Legacy Wall for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anytime you donate over $10,000 to the university, I'm done talking about trolls, bro. We good on that. You. I think I made my point. You good on that. Nobody taking away from nothing, bro. Even when I block them, it's a quick thing. Block, keep moving. It's the same. It ain't no different than ATD. You know how you get them phone calls and them text messages saying your package is trying to be delivered. This is USPS. Your package is trying to be delivered. Just click this link, and then we can get everything worked out for you. That's spam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just block it and keep moving. I'll be like, nah, I'm good. Somebody called me and they be like,
they got me one time, man, because I was looking.
I don't click on none. I ain't listen, bro. I get that phone call. They ask for me, and I say, man, who is this? Oh, yes, this is such a. I say, man, put me on your do not call list, bro. Click and delete, block.
Kid, you still hanging up the phone like that?
Put me on your do not call list, player. That's what I be saying. I said, put me on your do not call list.
How you hang up the phone?
Well, really, it's a button. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's what I'm saying, man.
But listen, Hey, but it's so I do it so quick. I'm so used to it. TD, I'll be like, all right. I said, put me in do not call it, man. Hang the phone up before you know how when it get ready to hang up, it say call in. I hit that little block button. Hit the block button. When it get blocked, it's out of there. Delete it and keep moving. That's all. Just block and keep moving, baby. People want you to see. We live in a world, man, where you get to decide what you give your energy to. That's all. So when it comes to that, that's all I'm saying. Like when I see that it don't happen too often. So I really appreciate Shantae. She kind of gave me a little action. We kind of this thing has been going for so long. That rarely happens now. It used to happen a lot when we first got started, but now it's just I think everybody, unless you want to create some more fake pages and keep
man, it depends. Hey, Ken, it depends on the conversation. Sometimes that happened a time or two. I entertained it. And like you still owe this amount of money for this. I said, I owe who? For what? How much? When? How soon do you need it?
Every now and again, I will.
Where you get that account from? So I carried on so long about I got cussed.
No. I didn't actually play with them before. You know what the hell this is, man? What you want? You say what?
I play with it.
You trying to tell me something? How much? Man, I bet they no. You can play with them all different types of ways. That's all I'm saying, bro. But anywho, man, we good, man. We good. We got our ass kicked Saturday, and it's okay. I was the first one to say that. I said as soon as the game was over, tweet. That was a good old fashioned ass whooping. I put it just like that. It's out there on Twitter. The only mistake I made on my post was I said we had 6 turnovers. We actually had 5. So yeah, it felt like 7 though. You know what I'm saying? But it was 6. It was 5. It wound up being 5. What happened was the fumble kick return on Brother Gardner. It wound up being a penalty. And but listen, man. When we go back and talk about the game, we'll get into that in just a second. What we say? Grambling is a house of horrors, man, for us. Why we go there? I gotta say this before we can get into the game. I'm just gonna talk about Grambling. It's my first time ever going. I gotta doff my hat off to him, bro. Hey, hats off to Grambling. They host a really good game, man. I really like their game atmosphere that they create for their team. I gotta doff my hat off to them. I gotta be honest with y'all when I tell y'all this. That hill is a son of a gun, bro. Whoa. I know y'all told me to be prepared, but I got a story to tell, TD. So we get there, me, the Corey C, Kobe Paul, we make it to the stadium. I made a mistake, bro. I made a mistake. I just didn't know. I did it out of ignorance, though. You feel me? I did it out of ignorance. I didn't know, TD, where the restrooms were at, bro. So this is what I did. I'm telling you the mistake I made. I walked past porta potties, dog, to go all the way down to the damn field. Boy, I had to pee like a Russian racehorse. Do you hear me? I'm looking around. I said, man, what a bathroom. Oh, the dude said, oh yeah, dog, they way up there.
Right.
So I'm saying to myself, he said, you just go up there and it's right there on that little curve. So I'm looking. I said, okay, all right, listen, I'm going to take my time, bro. I get past the first little half, bro. I'm like, whoo, shit, legs on. Listen, I get halfway up the second flight, bro. When I tell you my legs were on fire, bro. Listen to me. I'm talking about I almost stopped. Because when I'm looking down, just pacing myself, like, oh my goodness, my leg hurting going up these damn steps. Listen, bro, I looked up, I still had about 20 more steps to go, and I wanted to give up right then and there. And I was like, listen, bro, I've been walking, and let me tell you something, bro. It took everything in me to get up them damn steps, bro. When I tell you, I was telling Corey, I said, my calf muscles and my legs and everything is still hurting, bro. And I'm not even BSing, bro. And then, I'm not BSing. We use the restroom, grab me about 3-4 Gatorades, Powerades, come on back down. And it's starting to get hot, man. It's 90-something degrees, bro. Heat index, 98. It was okay down in the hole. It wasn't as bad as I would have thought it would have been, but I'm going to be real with you about something. Because I had exerted so much energy going up the steps, bro, now I got the little hoodie joint on. I said to myself, I started feeling the heat, man. I'm like, man, bro, it's whooping me now. And we got an hour before the game start. What I tell y'all, I said, hey, man, listen, I'm going to go on back to the truck, bro, for a minute. I wanted to go watch that Bethune-Cookman. So I went back up the hill, dog. I done slow walked all the way up to the hill to the vehicle. Man, I done used all my energy, bro. I got to the truck, and I just sat in the truck and I crunked it up and got it because I'm soaking wet, bro. I'm soaking wet at this point because I done went up the stairs to pee. I came back down, and then I walked all the way back to the truck, bro. So I'm over here just exercising. I'm at like 5,000, 6,000 steps already, dog. And then I watching the Bethune-Cookman Clark Atlanta game. And around 5:30, I said, all right, I guess I can make my way back because I'm in there rubbing my legs, trying to just relax, bro. And I just believe, bro. I believe wholeheartedly. That's why we came out flat. Because I feel like the team walking up that damn long, deep, steep hill, bro. Man, bro, I was like, bro, this is brutal. And they used to it. This they home. So all I'm gonna say now, it was BS. That was bullshit the way they accommodated us, though. I gotta tell you, I gotta call y'all out for this, Graham. They threw us under some tents, bro. We up in there, the trainers trying to tape up the team. Hey, we outside in the heat under some tents. AD pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what that is? They got us up under some tents up there. They wasn't accommodating at all. So that's why I try to tell y'all, look, I don't have no problem with opposing teams being uncomfortable because we got to get out of the mindset in Jackson making everybody comfortable, dog. Because they don't give us nothing when we go there. We don't be accommodated like that, bro. We go to Southern, we be all the way around the campus, getting ready for the game. We got to walk a mile to get to the stadium. You see what I'm saying? At the vet, TD, you right next to, we're in the same distance. You get to walk right out to the field. No issues. So hold on. You see right there, the bad news situation. Listen. That wasn't a good. They ain't host us worth a damn. But their fan experience was good. And listen, hey, it is what it is, man. But go ahead. I paused right there. But bro, you saw what I did. I disappeared for a minute. I missed the majority of the first zero quarter. I was like, man, I'm gonna rest my legs. And I'll just stop right there. I got a lot of stuff I do want to say, but go ahead.
Oh, I mean, well, you speaking on the facilities. I mean, just a few years ago, they barely had anything to go into, right? So and then we got to understand the age of that, the school and the stadium and all this stuff, man. So a lot of us kind of going through the same thing. So you do what you got to do to make it. So I'm not even sure how good their locker rooms are.
I don't know, but they have to go up the same hill.
Yeah, they gotta go with that same hill. That's what I'm saying.
The same hill, get to the little joint. It's a little the field. The field is cool. I'm just now once you get to the game, their home side and the way they were able to engage and get I thought that the announcer was awesome. You know what I mean? Hey, bro. I like that type of stuff. I got to give credit where credit is due when it comes to creating a hostile environment for the opposing team. And I must say they did a pretty good job of that. Terrible host though. But again, what does that even really mean? What I'm saying, like, what does that really even mean at the end of the day? I remember when something wasn't right at the vet. I don't remember when it was, TD, or what team it was. And I remember how people just jumped all down our throats because, man, this is some BS. Y'all left, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't very accommodating. But,
when they were too high for Grambling. I mean, what you were saying about the stairs, you know what I'm saying?
That was my fault, though, because that was just out of ignorance. And I'm going to be real with you, TD. I walked right past the porta potty. That's all on me. They ain't got no business now. I literally walked right past one. But because I didn't know, this is my point. If I ever go back to Grambling, I already know, hey, man, find a porta potty before you get to that stadium, bro, because you're going to have to go all the way around or you're going to have to do some major walking. Just use the little porta potty, John, and then you good for the day. You feel me? So
yeah, I mean the thing with that, I mean, even worse than that, the gate that you was coming in, that they was checking everybody in, accepting ticket. That's where the restroom and the concession stand was. So Marcus and I
you
walked
coming
right,
in on the visitor side, yeah.
yeah. So Marcus and I walked right by there looking for you guys. So we end up walking around and coming down that hill. That's how we end up finding you guys. So
Yep.
just like you, I got down there, and before the game started, I said, "Yeah, I said I gotta go to I gotta go to the room." So I look up there at those stairs. Out about Rocky. It's like, ooh. So man, so I'm like, you know what? I say, hey, I work out a little bit. I'm gonna do it. So I said the best way to do it, Ken. I'm trying to be a man about it. I ain't gonna hold on to the rail. I'm not gonna look up, but when I do look up, I know I'll be at the top.
See, I messed
Man,
around. You looked up, didn't you? You looked up. I made the same mistake, bro. I looked up and said, damn, I got a long way to go. Hey, I thought it was me. Titty, I thought I was getting closer because my legs was about to give out, bro. I'm not BSing. My legs was on fire, bro.
And then when you got to one level, you had to turn and go up some small stairs. Just to climb some more
go up a whole nother flight. I said, man, this is some straight BS, bro. But this is the crazy part. I'm walking like this, bro, with my head down. I'm just saying, one step. All right, pace yourself, and I'm going, bro. I feel like I done walked 50 damn steps. Bro, I looked up, bro. I was just halfway. I was like, oh my gosh, I got a long way to go. And now it's just mental now. Now I'm just persevering. I'm just fighting through it now. I'm just like, holy smokes, bro. This is brutal.
Oh boy. Hey man, I'm glad I do so for work. I made it to the top, kid. I said, woo! And man looked over at me. I said, yeah, that's serious. And then the band had to bring their stuff. The band had to carry all their equipment down. I was like, man, I'm glad they young.
Tough, bro. Hey, that's tough, man. Listen. But in the end, if you know better, you do better. I definitely would do that one totally better if I ever go back. I ain't I'm good on that. I would sit literally I would literally sit the first row from the top.
Hey, Ken, if I was an offensive lineman and I took a visit to Grambling, I'll say, so what y'all do for punishment? Now look at those heels.
Hey, at this point, honestly,
I'm not rolling up and down.
I would say this: if you got to go play at Grambling, bro, I would just say, shit, just go. You need to do 2 weeks prior. You need to be running some heels, man. You need to get your legs ready. I'm serious, because I feel like that they used to it. It's a competitive advantage. It's home for them, so they used to it, right? But if you're not used to it, one of the fans said, man, feel like they had already played they played 2 series before they even got started. That's because I'm telling you, it's deep ass hill, bro. So you come out, you flat, you kind of slow to it. But let's get into the game. But before we do that, let me do this real quick. I want to say happy birthday to A.D. Robinson, man. Shout out to A.D. Robinson, Dave's birthday. Y'all go tag A.D. Robinson, man. Tell him happy birthday. It's on the JSU Tigers page. I would say that I don't know how old he is, man. I know he was 2 years ahead of me in high school, but I ain't gonna put that out there. I know he's mid-40s. How about that? Tell A.D. Robinson, best AD in the game. Tell him happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, A.D. Robinson. Hey, so he and Coach Taylor birthday around.
Man, Coach Taylor birthday was yesterday. That's crazy. I didn't know this. I'm learning something new myself. TC birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday to TC, and happy birthday to A.D. Robinson. Hey,
happy birthday, Ashley. Good deal,
absolutely, man. But yeah, man, and then too, like I said, listen, in the link, we do have our website. Click the link. Just had somebody look, they go try. Hey, listen, that hill was brutal. After the 5th time I was done, went through 3 shirts. Hey, listen, I changed in the car. I was soaking wet when I left that damn stadium. Going back up, man. It's about 45. I'll give him 45, Rock. I'll give him 45. I will. But yeah, man. Y'all click the link. Just had someone actually join. The website is pinned to the chat. KC-1400 Collective, as we continue to grow our collective membership. Let's get that thing popping, man. But again, happy birthday to A.D. Robinson. We're still getting ready. We're a few months out from the Rose Bowl. Not the Rose Bowl, the Tournament of Roses parade. So if you want to still donate to the Boom, go to jsums.edu/roses and donate to the Boom fundraiser as we get prepared for the January the 1st Tournament of Roses parade performance. Pretty cool stuff, TD, man. It's Media Day. Check this out, man. I like these. Big Shannon and Romeo Mansell, Coach Mo, Swag Media Day. They got the PlayStation NBA 2K Swag Hoops or the Swag Hoops 2K25 edits. Also for the women.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, sir.
That dude play basketball?
He first team all swag. 6'10", brother. Smooth on the inside. You're going to like him a lot, bro. Trust me when I tell you. Big Shannon Grant, man. Transfer from FAMU. He's actually, yeah, he plays very well with his size. I got to give him that, bro. For real, for real. He's real smooth with it, man. And
I'm not judging him. I'm just
no. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's a big dude, bro. He's a big dude, but he uses his weight well. A lot of touch around the basket. We're gonna play big boy ball this year, bro. We'll be able to bang with the likes of Grambling, teams that have bigs. I don't think we had the size last year to compete with those teams because they had some really good bigs.
Now, what you just said gave me a quick Elijah one type thing. Now I know he might not be that smooth, but you say nice feet.
I think I think he plays more like Zebo, but he's right-handed though. You know what I mean? I think Zebo was probably yeah. Everybody think they got all the solutions. We know, Mac. They do pretty good recruiting, I think. Give them a call though. They might can use your help though.
Hey, Three to real. What you mean by this? You talking about your team or your sons? We need to recruit. I mean, what you talking about?
I don't know. I think man, I'm trying to think, man. Another comparison from what I got.
Not Big Baby Dave.
Actually, yeah, in a sense. I don't think Big Baby played harder though.
He did. Big Baby played now.
He played hard though. He just was a big that hustled. I don't think Shannon's game is like Big Baby Davis though. I don't think so. I think from a finesse standpoint, I think Zebo, like a right-handed Zebo, in my opinion. Zebo played. He was a big that played. Elton Brand. You think? Ooh. Elton Brand was 6'8". He could jump, and he had a lot of. He had that mid-range game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. David West, no. Now I'm thinking of bigs who play center, 6'10-ish, 6'10", 6'11". Give you a name that's gonna trip you out. Eldon Campbell.
Play for the Lakers?
Yeah, Big Eldon. You know what I mean? Bigs like that. You see what I'm saying? Like Romeo Mansell is a high flyer, play above the rim. Big Shannon is more of your
Bynum.
He said Ricardo Sidney. That's you think, bro? Ricardo Sidney? Ooh, you gonna put that on him?
The looks.
Big Al Jefferson. Yeah. But no, I don't know, man. Big Al had probably one of the best low post games in the NBA, bro. He was a true throwback, and his footwork and it was amazing. Ricardo Sidney might be a good one. That's a good one, brother. Smoot. That's a good one.
Him or Bynum.
Bynum? No. Bynum was a bit. He was wild to me, bro. Said Ricardo was a guard. Ronaldo was a guard. Ronaldo sitting. I said Ricardo, but he was a. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Big man. The point I'm making is go check out his film. He's smooth with it, man. I like the way he play on the inside, bro. You know what I'm saying? He plays very poised to me. I know who happy. I get okay. He could a poor man's DeMarcus Cousins.
I mean, I get the picture.
There you go. See, look at that right. You see that what I'm saying? A poor man's DeMarcus Cousins, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because Cousins was a big, but Cousins is also 7 feet though. So that 2 inches matters. He didn't really play above the rim. He played, you know, them bigs that don't really play. I don't think Grant plays above the rim like that, but he just he's solid though. And I think he'll be good. Playing against Grambling in basketball, you're gonna need that size on the inside. You know what I mean? They play with some really good bigs. Southern has some nice big. Texas Southern has some nice big. Al Jefferson, they mentioned that. But he definitely can't count on a double is solid. I think you can get a double. More like I don't really feel like you'll see him averaging. I don't think he'll average. I would love to see him average double digit in rebounds, but I think you'll definitely get him to average, you know, double digits in points. You know what I'm saying? 11 or 12 points TD, 7, 8 rebounds a game, something like that. You know what I mean?
Cool.
But it's a guard-driven league with the guards that we have and the shooter that we have with brother Juan Reyna, a healthy Deshaun Ruffin, you know what I'm saying, Jamie. The list goes on and on, man. We got this is a really good team, bro, that Coach Mo put together. And I really like that. I like that. I think this team is going to be solid. I think this team is built for the run. We just got to stay healthy, just like anything, you know. And ladies, man, Coach Margaret Richards, this is her first year. Remember these two names, man, two of our ambassadors. Talia Dilworth is the one to the left. She's going to wear number 3. And then Jaleel Cotton, number 5. Great guard, from East Tennessee. What you got?
Coach Richards, on a lot of her picture, man, she be having her arm folded like she mean business.
She damn sure do mean business.
She
mean business. I've been in practice intense with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Coach Richards, man. I think that she's gonna we gotta give her some time, man. She got in this thing late, but she was able to put together a really good squad. I think that's gonna give a lot of team fits. Don't count us out, y'all. Don't count us out. This team is gonna be, it's gonna take on their personality. We're gonna play fast. We're gonna play tough. You know what I mean? And it'll be a new day, a new era of JSU women's hoops, man. So I like what we got, and now we just got to put it together and go win some games, bro. So we'll see how it go. But I like these two young ladies. Remember those names, bro. Talia Dilworth, Jaleel Cotton. We got some other hoopers on that team too, man.
These graphics are nice. I like that.
Oh, man, I really do like this, man. This is pretty cool stuff, man. I think all of them might have probably got they all got a separate page. I didn't what you see at the bottom with each photo, they have separate photos of just that as well. So that's pretty cool, man. I like that. Shout out to the SWAC for that. I do plan on making SWAC Media Day next year. We just been traveling so much, man, with football right now, and you know it is what it is. All right, man. We'll go through the scores, and then we're gonna finish the show talking about the Jackson State Grambling game. So don't worry, everybody. We're gonna definitely get into the good, the bad, the ugly, and what is the last thing I said? The real. There you go. All right. First and foremost, man, I was glued to the TV watching this. Shout out to, let me say this too, TD. HBCU Go, bro. Phenomenal broadcast, man. I absolutely love their broadcast. I mean, just watching the games, their games are amazing, bro. If you watch them, I love their platform. I love the commentary is good. The edit, you know, the graphics are great. I mean, it's just really good cameras and great angles, and they do outstanding work, man. This Bethune-Cookman Clark Atlanta game was must see TV. If you watched it, they went. I mean, my goodness, bro.
Wow.
Tiger Nation. Hey, listen, Hell Wildcats, or whatever the hell, however y'all call it. I take our situation over there. I'm just be real with you. You know what I'm saying? My goodness, they was literally up 34-14 at halftime. At one point in time, they was up 34-7, bro. And Clark Atlanta, man, D2 school, and they fought back like a son of a gun, bro. And my man kicked a 55-yarder for the game. He called game, TD, from 55. And that thing could have went 60.
Ooh.
I'm talking about, listen, bro.
I mean, just looking at the score, I'm interested in watching it, so I'll definitely pull it up and watch it.
Oh, bro, go watch the game, man. Listen, the young quarterback and the wide receiver, they said they grew up together. They were childhood friends, and they went, they over at CAU together, man. And that young fella, man, that wide receiver had a couple of plays, bro, that was just outstanding. And they balled out, man. O-line was blocking. Just goes to show you, man, you can hit the portal and recruit a lot of players, and don't mean still got to put it together, man. Still got to put it together. There's some really good D2 schools out here that you gotta fight and scratch and claw, man, to beat them. So kudos to Clark Atlanta, but man, that was a tough outing for Bethune-Cookman, bro. Team looked like they was a little deflated. I don't think they're gonna have a good season after that game. They could turn it around still, but I don't know about that one, man. So they're going to be in that portal getting the NIL. But Bethune-Cookman, yeah, Coach Reed, when her team came back and returned. Okay, good deal. Yeah, so, but anyway, they did have heart. Punter from Clark looks like he ate all the golden catfish. He kicked that thing. Yep, David right the third quarter. I like David, man. He was solid, man. Young man was balling, bro. They played. They had no fear, man. I was loving it, bro. It's a David Goliath story, bro. And it was a sight to behold, man. And I got a chance to watch the halftime speech of the coach today, and in the post game, man, it's pretty cool, man. You gotta love those type feel good stories, man. Southern Prairie View. Southern was actually down, man. They was getting whooped by Prairie View, TD. And next thing you know, we look at the score, they win in overtime, bro. 31-24. I don't know. I don't know what happened in that game. All I know is Southern came back, fought, scratched, clawed, and they won in overtime. They got their first victory. Listen, they won 1-0 in the conference. Everything else don't matter. Whatever they got, the beat down Jack State put on them, the beat down we got put on by Grambling, we everybody 0-0 right now. At the end of the day, it was preseason. We still want to win it. Hell yeah, we wanted to win it. Central Arkansas whooped up on UAPB. We thought that. FAMU versus Troy. Very good showing, man.
Like I said last week, UAPB may not want to schedule any more games in Arkansas.
What they gonna do, bro? What you want to do?
Go to Memphis. Go to St. Louis. I mean,
go somewhere. Just get the hell out of Arkansas, bro.
Yeah, get out of Arkansas.
Hey, but look, man. Hey, FAMU and Troy, man. That was a very respectable game, bro. I got it. Daniel Richardson is good, man. I'm not gonna play around with that. That Daniel Richardson is solid. He really does not put the ball in harm's way. He's still very efficient, had over 200 plus yards passing, a really good passing percentage. They just got beat by FBS school. You know what I mean? They didn't score a touchdown. Field goal kicker had 4 field goals, but respectable score, 34-12. That game was close at halftime, bro. I want to say it was 14-6 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Is Troy better than ULM? I don't think so. But it's a different game, different matchup. Personnel matters. In the end, they didn't blow them out. You know what I mean? 22-point loss. Okay, that's respectable in the end of the day. It shows you the type of team that FAMU has. FAMU is, they got Alabama A&M this weekend. Zoe, I know Zoe's not on right now, but Zoe predicted Alabama A&M would win that game. It's going to be a tough out. I can tell you that much. It's going to be a tough out. I tell you right now, at the end of the day, still October 19th is still the date with destiny for both teams. We're going to figure out who's who and what's what But we got to get past these Bama schools. We both play Alabama A&M. We got Texas Southern this Saturday, which is not going to be an easy out. I don't think there are any more easy outs, with the exception of Valley, UAP being right now. I ain't even gonna say UAPB is an easy out, but Bethune-Cookman is gonna be, hey, this their homecoming game. They'll get up for that. Valley,
none of them.
Huh?
I don't discount none of them.
I don't, but I say this right here to you. Po Valley, they look bad right now, bro. And I'm gonna just leave that right there. We'll deal with that when that time comes. Alcorn got shellacked by McNeese State. They got some quarterback issues over there. They got some talent issues, but it is what it is, man. Alcorn is they Alcorn. They lost, and it is what it is. 42-14. I mean, hey, bro, you got to go to the Alcorn show to figure out what happened. I mean, I don't know what really happened. Listen, I watched a little bit of this Valley North Nickel State, man. I think Nickel State had 4 running backs, bro, that had career days, bro. This was brutal, man. Yeah, this was brutal. I think they amongst all their quarterbacks, they was doing a JSU impersonation with all the damn turnovers they was having. I think each quarterback that played had an interception. You know what I'm saying? So a couple of them had multiples. You know what I'm saying? I think one of them had multiple interceptions, but
hey man, it sounded like they were doing that Cedric Entertainer thing when he was talking about the Clippers when they weren't good. They were pulling people out the stands, putting them in pads. You want to play running back?
Hey man, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
Don't worry about it. You just need a helmet. You need the pads.
Hey,
Lord.
But tough outing. Alabama A&M got smoked by the winless Austin Peay. I thought that game would have been a little closer. 59-16. Ouch. Jack State versus Grambling. We got our butts whooped. Ouch. And we'll talk about that in a minute. It's Texas Southern versus Lamar, bro. Very good showing. Yeah, but then again, GE game might be in jeopardy this weekend. Category 3 headed to Tallis. And oh damn. Hope everything work out, bro. Pretty sure they'll have to. Damn, that's bad. I hate that, bro. They ought to move the game. But that was the SWAC recap. When you get into the standings, though, Tiger Nation, it's all right. We 0-0 right now. We hit the reset button, 2-2. The best that any other teams on the east side did was 2-2. We all 2-2. 0-0 in the conference. Southern and Texas Southern is both 1-0. Prairie View is 0-2. Prairie View got Grambling this weekend, State Fair Classic. Grambling is 3-1. My top 5 in the HBCU ranks. I had us up there. I dropped us out after the game on Saturday. I actually dropped us. I think I dropped us to either the 5th spot. Moved FAMU up, North Carolina Central, Grambling, Hampton, and I want to say like Morgan State. You know what I mean? Playing some good football. North Carolina Central smoked North Carolina A&T 66 to like 24. Rivalry game. You know what I mean? They whooped them up pretty bad. But that Texas Southern, I'm in the middle of watching Texas Southern versus Lamar right now. I'm not done with that. I'll break that down. I'll have some more intel by Wednesday though, when it comes to that game. But in the end, we still the real schedule starts now. All games count now. There's no more, well, that one didn't really count, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So at this point, we got Jackson State, got Texas Southern, fam, you got Alabama A&M, and we'll look at the rest of them later. But what's going on, bro?
What's up, man? What's up, TD? What's up, the I Love family? Well, we finally got some internet around here.
Hey, all good. I'm gonna say to you guys for showing up. Pissed we couldn't finish, and this won't ever happen again. Hey, you good, brother? You good? Hey, man, we just gotta get you more carries, baby. That's all. Feed that beast, man. Get you some more carries in that thing, you know. And I know Coach and them gonna do a great job of making that happen, bro. We got a hell of a running back room, and we'll get into that. But without further ado, you showed up right on time, bro. Game 4, Jackson State took a major L versus Grambling. That 41 looked brutal, man. But hey, it was what it was, man. We'll dive into the game real quick. I think I'll open it up this way. I mean, we just talk about what actually happened, and everybody can kind of get their thoughts on it. We came out flat, man, very flat. They marched the ball down the field. We didn't do nothing on the first drive. They scored again, 14-0. Defense adjusted, and then we started to do what we did to do. We scored twice. I don't remember what happened with the field goal, but 14-13. And now we're in a good space, bro. Man, a little under 2 minutes to go in the first half. We got the ball, we got the momentum. And Coach even said today in the press conference, he said, looking back on that moment, he probably would have played a little bit more conservative, knowing what he know now. He did want to try to get down the field, kick a field goal. That didn't happen. Throw a pick 6, man. Unbelievable. You know what I mean? Just brutal. You know what I mean? DB sat down on the route. Probably should have went the other way. No, we should have went the other side of the field, but we didn't. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And hindsight being 2020, you in that moment, we talked about it in our chat today. I kind of wish we would have just taken the momentum and just, took the air out of the ball, live for the fight after the second half, go in the half 14-13. But it is what it is, man. And I'm going to say this too, before we even go any further with that. The referees was probably as bad as I've seen in quite a long time. Those referees was absolutely freaking horrible. I mean, it was despicable how bad they were. But we played so bad, we hurt ourselves so bad that was the last thing we talked about as far as like us losing. You know what I mean? It was just extremely frustrating watching that. I mean, they were clearly calling the game in favor of Grambling. I mean, it was what it was. We knew we had to beat the striped shirts, and it just was what it was, man. And that's true. That's true. I'm saying in that situation, I get it. It's kind of, for me, because of how we started, it's hard to say. I get why he did it. It's easy to explain why you want to go for it, right? Why you want to press. But I think the coaches who play conservative, Justin, in those situations, that moment is why they play conservative, is because that's the last thing they want to do is get a turnover on that side of the field and give up a trash. We did the same thing versus ULM. If y'all remember, Jacobian throws the ball to Fabo, he drops it, other man makes an interception, and then they score right before the half. I'll pause right there, let you guys I don't even know if you go, I don't know. I think that's for the coach to decide in that moment, kind of the vibe of the game, because you can't say just go conservative at the end of the half to preserve from making a mistake, because that might not be the right call neither. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to feel it, but in the end, you still have to protect the ball, no matter what. You have to protect the ball, man, and we did not protect the ball. We did not.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, go downfield. If you're gonna do it, go downfield. What did look? I mean,
Yeah, like take a shot. So if you get an interception, you're damn near at the 50 or something like that. Yeah, exactly. I get you.
Let me say something. Address this. I'm not gonna be long-winded, but to say it was called fair, even though they missed a call or two for Grambling, that's horseshit. I don't really come on here talking about referees, but that's utter horseshit. The disparity was so damn wide, it ain't even funny. And again, I want to premise me saying this, that this was not the cause, or neither one of us up here are saying this is the cause for the loss. But to sit there and make that statement is horseshit. The disparity was so wide. I think we had 11 for 111 yards. I think Grambling had 4 penalties for like 30-some yards. Get out of here with that. That's horseshit. Also, I mean, the line judge was so damn horrible. I'm sitting there talking to him. And I said on the call today, it's oxymoronic as hell to have a line judge with AC and green.
Who the hell is this dude?
It don't matter. It don't matter. But that's horseshit. But well, look, I'll get to the game. We actually kind of had an anomaly. I spoke to it earlier, and that was to have the performance. I will give Grambling credit for their first 2 possessions with their first 2 drives, but literally after that, it was curtains. Our defense adjusted, and the stats actually show that. When it came down to anything that it was obviously the low-hanging fruit is turnovers, and rightfully so. But we actually had a football anomaly. When you look at what look at the game and actually look at the stats, we pretty much literally almost doubled them in yardage. They had the time of possession almost 8 minutes more than what we did, and yet the turnovers are the main thing and the main ingredient. And one thing I have to give Grambling kudos on the victory is they've been consistent in getting turnovers.
Yeah, that's true.
If you go to the previous game, they got 6 turnovers in the previous game as well. So if we want to sit there and say they made that a point of emphasis, then again, they lived up to their credence and got the point of emphasis as well as against Jackson State. I'm of the mindset that right now, I love the fact that this loss was a non-conference loss because it's the great thing to learn from going into the conference slate. But I will definitely.
I didn't know they had. I mean, keep going, bro. I didn't know they had 4 penalties. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. And so I would. Yeah, they have 4 penalties for 30-some yards. So I would definitely say this though. I am hoping and praying that things go as I plan that they do for the rest of the season. I'm just going to simply say that at the beginning of the season, I picked Grambling to win the West and Jackson State to win the East. And I hope like hell that's what happens.
No, you know what? I'm not. At the end of the day, this is gonna sound crazy, and I don't really give a care who really how it sounds. But, well, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a unique stretch for them. They've turned. They don't miss opportunities to turn you over. Let me say it that way. If you make stupid mistakes and do stupid stuff, they'll capitalize off of that. You know what I mean? Like if you throw the ball to them, like I said, in order to throw the ball to their defender, the defender has to be there.
Facts.
Wide receiver, the DB sat on the route. That's he made the play, pick 6. We dropped the ball instead of trying to pick it up, fall on it maybe. But they made the play. The dude pick it up, he end zoned it. Second one
on it.
No, he tried to pick it up.
Yeah, he tried to pick it up. Yeah. And then he got hit. It was 3 players around.
That's what I'm saying. Like by that point, he got blew up. So it's like the defender did what he's supposed to do. So you get credit where credit is due.
Right.
Sure.
But this is the part that gets. Anyway, let
me highlight this, and I won't hold you up, TD. Let me highlight this too, though. It was a point here when somebody made a comment said they didn't have enough offense. Actually, they did have enough offense. The difference was, like I stated earlier, we made an adjustment. And the moment that we made that adjustment after their second possession, we pretty much contained their offense for the entirety of the game.
Yeah, we gifted them 21 points and we only scored 20. So even if we don't do nothing else, they didn't have to have offense in this game because we were gifting them points. The defense scored twice, and the offense was in a very short field on another play made by the defense. I ain't taking nothing from them, you know, and none of us are. You give credit where credit is due. I mean, even the fumble that JD, the young man, number 9, come off the edge, he hit the ball as soon as Kobe hands it to him, fumble. Same with they made plays, man. They obviously know how to get turnovers. You got to give credit where credit is due. We weren't focused, and I feel like we lost a lot of focus for a lot of different reasons. One of the reasons we weren't getting unfocused was because of the frustration of the referees. We were letting that get to us because when we caught back up, we let that get the best of us. Because at one point in time, it was a 21-20 game, right?
Yep.
And what happens after that?
So the interception.
No, we fumbled the ball and they scored.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then he threw the interception, they score again. So now it's 35-20 when it could have been a different way. Drop balls in the midst of, in certain moments. It's clearly we have, we got a lot of talent on this team, even with all the injuries. But we didn't put it together that day. So I don't take nothing away from them. I don't mind giving them all the credit. I just don't need you sitting in here, coming in here saying a whole lot of stupid shit. We're gonna say it for you. We ain't making no excuses. This is nothing grinds my gears more than anything when people act like when you say something, you can say it plain as day. The referees were ass, bro. We were on the sideline. We got a sideline warning. There was a roughing the kicker that they didn't call. They swabbing down, the ball got tipped. They didn't see the ball get tipped. Matt got hit, should have been. And this is what I also knew. They roughing the kicker again. I mean, it was critical mistakes that we made, but it was a lot of stuff that was made. A lot of obvious holes that happened right in front of the referees. I thought Coach O was finna light one of them referees up. He took the headset off. I was like, damn, Coach finna get kicked out of the game, man. It was bad, man. It was very bad. And there was one dude on the sideline that just wasn't. I was like, bro, you ain't blew your whistle all game, bro. You ain't threw nail flag. You sitting right up here looking at this junk. You see it, man. They call a penalty, then they say, no, it ain't that. You know what I mean? And you get frustrated in that minute, and then I think that's when you lose focus, and then it just kind of came unraveled, man. So that, in the end, you give the team, you give credit what credit is due. The team made the plays, and it is what it is. We'll delve a little bit more deeper. I'm gonna shut up, T. Come on, jump in here, and then we'll really take an even more deeper dive into the outcome of the game.
First, I would say I like that red that Grambling got. It's fire. That combination is pretty dope. So shout out to they red shirts. I'm glad y'all saw the referee stuff. Maybe I don't know. There was some calls that may go question at the same time. I think we got away with one too because there was a fumble. I think
the fumble ain't, bro. It was lopsided.
Yeah, I mean,
trust me when I tell you, bro. Now I swear to you, I won't interrupt you not one more time. But when it comes to the referee situation, if you didn't see it, just say you didn't see it. It was glaring. Standing right there looking at it, play after play after play.
Hey, Ken, that's what I said, man. I said, I'm glad y'all saw the referee stuff. I mean, I wasn't privy to that. I saw it, so I'm not saying that. That ain't gonna. I don't think that had a whole big, thing. Anyway, nevertheless, what I was about to say is, I basically personally think we got hit with a wooden boomerang. And what I mean by that, respect to Grambling. They came out, they won the game, they did what they had to do, they got the turnovers. They played a pretty good game, but we helped them play their game.
Yep.
Majorly. So that's why I say we got hit with a boomerang. Because I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with all the turnovers, with the plays, some of the calling in the situation, point blank period. I mean, I don't even want to use that common phrase that people use. I just say we got hit with a wooden boomerang because out of all this, with us leading the stats and everything like that, and kids, just like you just said, spotting with 21, and then we only score 20, on the offensive side. They're right there, I'm saying, within this, it says enough. I think we had enough to even beat the referees if we had done what we needed to do.
Yeah, we didn't turn the ball over. Yep, no doubt.
Right. So you take our mistakes out of it, the referees don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So
I think also that's cliche though.
What's that?
You know what?
The referees out of the game. It's
well,
but this is, I'm not challenging what you're saying. I'm just adding to it. I think it is cliche because it's a fine line when you say that, because it sounds like after you get your ass whooped and you start talking about the referees, nobody said anything about the referees publicly that I know. I wasn't out there. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna say nobody. I'm only talking when we're talking about the game. Matter of fact, I almost forgot about it because I hadn't talked about them that much, because we was too busy talking about how bad we played, how bad we executed, and how bad we got done. But it is a matter of fact thing, bro. And I think there was a moment just sitting there. I'm gonna just give you my observation of something, and we got to do better at this. To your point, TD, there was a moment where we kept getting gut punched by the referees that it was deflating our energy, bro. And you can't allow that to happen. That might explains why you get the third down, you get the roughing the passer, which is a blatant blunder. You know what I'm saying? You stop them and you go smack the because you're frustrated. You see what I'm saying? Is that why we lost focus and started doing dumb stuff? Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'm just saying it was a factor though. And it's two separate things. And I just wish the SWAC would do better when it comes to this, bro, because that can't happen. It can't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? But again, because we played so bad, people act like you can't make that statement. It's two separate things. And no, we're not saying that the referees, but stop sitting up here acting like the game ain't the game and what happened ain't what happened. Just like we can talk about how bad we executed on offense, how many mistakes we made. They also was terrible. And it contributed to certain aspects of the game. Like, for example, I'll give you another scenario, the phantom illegal shift. I went back and go back and look at the play and tell me where's that illegal shift at. J.D. Martin takes the ball down the sideline and we driving. That was before the fumble, TD. Before the fumble that Jacobian dropped the ball and it was an interception. I mean, they scored. Go back and look at the play prior to that where J.D. Martin take that motherfucker up the sideline and we across the 50, we driving. But they come back, the dude just throw a flag for an illegal shift, the same play we've been running. We just ran into a different side. You take a big play, chunk play off the board, and you move us further back. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with Jacobian dropping the ball, but it's a factor. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I have on the referees. I'm gonna leave that conversation alone because again, we played so bad, we don't have the right to complain about the refs. We're just saying what happened, and I think that makes the point. I'm done with that.
On that play that you're speaking on, when I watched it again, I don't think the camera got a good shot of the person that was in motion. I want to say that, and I could be wrong, it might have been Isaiah in motion.
It was Spencer.
It was Spencer. And I guess they say he started a field before the ball was snapped.
But he did. He was actually running the place.
What's crazy about that, this is all I'm saying. At the angle I'm standing on the sideline, I'm looking up this way. JD's running toward me, TD.
Mm-hmm.
JD had already got the ball and the dude threw the flag. I thought it was a holding. You see what I'm saying? It's when he threw the flag. So did you just say, wait a minute, I think I saw what I just saw. Let me throw this flag. And it was just an illegal shift. And TC lost this, he lost, and then they pick their flag up and they run off. All I'm saying is, in a moment like that, it can frustrate you, but you have to keep your composure. You have to keep your focus because you are playing in a high intensity. It's a high intense moment. That's 21-20. We fighting and scratching and clawing back.
Hey, B, hold on, Ken. Hey, Beaver, guess what? You don't have to be set when you're in motion. You just have to run in place. You can't be moving forward. I need you to learn the rules of the game before you get to talking. Whenever any type of receiver is in motion, you don't have to be at a standstill. You can run in place. You can't be moving.
If you think, if you think the officials called a good game, I got some, bro. You know the hell they didn't. They did not call a good game. Just because you are official, and it don't make no difference. You siding with them. Don't come in here and say that now you're gonna act like what we saw and we ain't see what we saw.
He said it was a good call. He said they called a good game.
Oh, he said he called a good game. I'm like, bro, that
wasn't a good call because the thing is he doesn't have to be set.
I just made the point I'm making is this. This is the only point I'm making. You're not gonna watch that game and tell me Grambling only committed 4 penalties.
And then Joe, I didn't know that you said they only had 34 yards of penalties, and one of them was the personal foul when they hit Terrell out of bounds, right?
And then the roughing the kicker, which was they sacking one, they call it. I said they're gonna call running into the kicker because it's 4th and 6. And lo and behold, running into the kicker, 5-yard penalty now with 4th and 1. That's all I'm saying, bro. So I mean, again, but I'm done with the referee talk. Because referees ain't why we lost.
I'm only speaking to this one thing because somebody made a certain comment. I'm like, let me educate you on the rule since you say it was a good call because it wouldn't. If you're running in place, it's not the right call. It's illegal. It's only a call if the receiver is moving forward. Like in Canadian football, they can actually be in motion and moving forward when the ball is snapped. You can go in motion. Once you get set, you can run in place. You're going to see it all every Saturday. And he was running.
Yeah, and that's what I said. When I watched it, I was looking to see that he turned to go upfield. I don't think the camera angle caught that. So I can't say, but like you said, you can be moving, but you go on sideline to sideline, whatever you choose to do, long you don't turn to go upfield. And I couldn't tell.
If my memory serves me correct, TD, I think the ref on the sideline by Jackson State made that call. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong.
No, it was the line judge. But hold on, TD. You can run side by side, but guess what? He actually got in place beside the quarterback, and you can actually turn around like a running back and run in place.
But at the end of the day, it was a judgment call. I'm just saying, like, it was a lot of that type of stuff. The point I was making and even bringing that up was this. All I'm saying is that Jackson State players, we have to keep composed and stay focused and not let moments in the game cause you to lose focus. Pick your heads up. Shit ain't going well. You can turn it around. Look at Clark Atlanta. We just talked about that. You can't get so involved in the moment to where you lose your focus because we lost total focus, bro. And that's a weird game. And again, I'm not even saying what I'm not going to say is this because I am not saying I give Grambling all the credit. They turned us over. We didn't beat ourselves. They beat us. I'm not going to say we beat ourselves. I know what we're trying to say, but again, Kobe dropped the ball, didn't make the right decision. They made the right plays. They scored. Cam should have went the other way. He threw it to the man. He caught the damn ball, and he scored. You follow what I'm saying? Because we had picks we could have caught. We didn't catch it, though. You see what I'm saying? They caught them. And then all the fumbles, they created turnovers, bro. They caught us slipping. They did what they had to do. So the stats are lopsided because we were driving to catch up. We kept giving them short fields. So your offense is going to be skewed some. Your stats are going to be skewed some if you keep giving them great field position, if you keep, you know what I'm saying, doing this stuff. And you don't have to have a whole lot of empty calorie stats to win a game. They beat us by 20. They beat us by 3 touchdowns, and they got way less stats. But the turnovers dictated their score because we spotted them 21. So my hat's off to them. I hope we get to see them again. I think it'll be a different outcome, you know, if we get a chance to see them again in a different situation. But go ahead.
I mean, even before we get that, you know, we've gotten deep into the game by now. But even you back up, my man right here made a good point. Did we change the trajectory of the game if we make that connection?
Quinn said, well, what you just put up there? I don't even see what you're talking about. Well, Will Wallace, you can wait till next season because that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, yards don't mean nothing if you're not. Yeah, that's right. They call it illegal shift, which means 2 people weren't moving though. 2 people weren't moving. That's why I mentioned the call. They called an illegal shift.
Hold on, that's not the only way to get an illegal shift though. That is true. 2 people move at the same time is an illegal shift on the college game, but also it's an illegal shift if any player that's in motion is moving forward. It's a legal shift as well.
No, they don't. That's why it's just like it is what it is. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is this.
Yes, they do. They do review they review games for each crew after the game.
They don't do nothing about it. Is what I'm saying.
They do.
What they do?
Look at your text.
Just tell me about it. I ain't looking at the phone right now.
Look at your text.
But TD, to your point, yeah, that's right. To your point, if we don't do what we do, we still win that game, even with the referees being asked. It might be closer, but I think we give ourselves, no, I ain't gonna say we win the game. I'm gonna say we give ourselves a better chance of winning if we don't do what we do. If we don't give them 14, it's a different game. You see what I'm saying? Because that last garbage field goal, so let's take away 17 points from the 2 turnovers, right?
Ty B, that's not totally
hypothetically speaking.
That's not totally true. They no, I'm not gonna sit here and be disingenuous and tell our truth.
On what?
The SWAC does review after games. And
okay, that's cool. I'm good. We're good on that. That's cool. That I was just making a figurative statement that I don't really see nothing, but maybe it could be to my own ignorance. I'm done with the referee talk.
No. I'm talking to somebody in the comments.
Here's what I'm saying though. I want to go back to the turnovers conversation. We gave up 14 points on turn. Don't even worry about the touchdown from the interception as you call. Even with that, the garbage time field goal, which we should have punted. We should have punted at the end and just left out of that 38-20 and been done with it. In the 2 scoring touchdowns, that's 17 points. You lose by 21. Only point that I'm making to expand on TD's point, even with as bad as we feel like the referees were, those plays decided the game. And Travis just put that in the chat. You see what I'm saying? Because in the end, if we don't gift them 14 from our defense, if their defense doesn't score 14, our offense is now in a position. You're in a much different head space now. You see what I'm saying? You're good enough to overcome that. But Grambling turned us over. That's why they won. This is not a fluke. They just did it a week ago. They did it and I said this.
They generated 24 turnovers in four games.
That's who they are. Because we are who we are. They are who they are. So I'm saying this right here to all the other teams that are going to play them. You better protect the ball when you play Grambling because they have proven that they will turn you over. I thought they looked bad against A&M Commerce. I said maybe they played down to their competition. And I thought the team was going to come out and be totally different. Well, they proved me wrong. And I stand on that.
I do want to mention this one thing, though, because it was one thing that was so perplexing. You get a targeting call. You go to the review. And then after the review, you actually say, typically rule of thumb when you have targeting, you go to the film to review to see if the player should be ejected for targeting. Even if that player isn't ejected for targeting, the rule still stands.
Yeah, you still don't pick the flag up and reverse.
The rule still stands because you called it. They actually went back and said the player is not ejected. Okay, fine. And there is no flag for targeting on the call. Totally pick the flag up.
Let me say this.
Helmet contact.
Let me say this, and I want TD to get in there. They actually got that right. That was right. Now, by rule, can you pick the flag up and reverse the call since you reviewed it? Can the referees go back and take the flag and say there is no? I'm gonna tell you how he slipped down. So there was no targeting on the play. So basically they got that right. So there is no rule that says you can reverse the call. So basically they made the call, so the call should have stood.
Case in point.
All right. Call stands because of because of the ruling on the field, whether it was a bad mistake or not. No targeting, player stay in the game. The flag stays though. It is what it is, man. We dealt with a makeshift crew. It was just a janky game, man. We gave it away. We gave away a lot. And but go ahead, TD. Because I want to get into some other aspects of the game that we do want to expand on. And where we go here.
I mean, you can speak on. I'm pretty much done because I actually was sitting here thinking, listening at you round off the numbers about the turnovers and how they scored and the points. And then I got to thinking about our defense ended up playing pretty solid. And again, if you you look at the points that was given up on the position that our defense was put in through the turnovers from our offense. You know, and again, you can call it hypo speaking or whatever, but you take that away. We do like we put like we thought probably what happened. We probably blow them out. We beat them pretty much like they end up beating us.
Got to play clean though.
You got to play clean because again, like you said, you know, with your numbers, you're talking about 17, 21 points, and then what we scored. You know, you putting points on the board. If we, like I said, we started out with that open pass. Well, it wasn't the first play, but it was still in that first drive. You make that 7-7, that they let the defense hunker down a little more, and then we continue to do our thing. Like I said, we got hit with a wooden boomerang and not taking anything away from Grambling. They did what they did, like you said, with the fumbles and the interception. They had to catch the ball and they had to do the recovery.
Worst game of the year, bro. I think
let me add this. Hey, Beaver, if you listen, I said specifically when you run in place, you'll run in place for a full second. Typically, you run in place for a second. Once you're set and run in place for a second, there's no flag, no foul.
But,
I'm very familiar with the rule book.
Beaver also just said the same thing in relation to the targeting call. Still should have been unnecessary roughness or whatever the hell the call was, and they didn't do that, which makes the point. But again, that goes to show that go a fifth penalty, but one of the penalties got picked up. That's the second one that they did, and then they missed another one. They said the ball, like I said, the ball got tipped. It was a clean punt. It wasn't no tip because the ball didn't change its direction when it went up, unless I'm just blind as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing right there where he's at, and maybe they had a better angle because they damn sure saw the damn punter get run up on there and they didn't say nothing.
But here's the point. When it's targeting, I'll get it. I'm well versed the rule book. When it's targeting, you challenge the referee go review it. If it's not targeting and they're not going to eject the player, the original flag on the field still stands. Because hold on.
JD's mom. Hey, Miss Mom.
What's going on? Because here's the thing. Targeting still applies. You cannot retroactively pick up a flag and say, oh, he's not being ejected, so the foul doesn't apply. Unsportsmanlike conduct still applies on that call. 15 yards, first down.
Well, in the integrity of the game, though, and I don't really want this for no game. Take it off Jackson State. Let's take Jackson State out of the game. If I'm watching that game, TD, and it's Prairie View and Southern, the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a job to do, bro. Like this ain't what you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the refs try to do the best that they can, bro. But it really grinds your gears, man, when you're watching something and you just know they're blatantly doing something, bro. This was about as bad. The only one time I could think of how bad it really was, TD and Zoe, we talked about this today. Y'all remember that Alabama, the first Gulf Coast challenge on the prime? Do you remember that game, bro? TD, you remember that? That was by far, that was when I say hot garbage, bro.
Hold on. And if you remember, after the game, to everybody's point here, after that game, what happened to the crew?
I don't remember, bro.
They were suspended.
Did they get suspended from this game?
Yes.
So the refs from this game got suspended.
The refs from the Mobile game got suspended.
I want to know if the refs from the JSU Grambling game got suspended.
It's too soon to know.
No, I'm just like, bruh. But anyway, let's move on for the refs.
And I will also say you made another point about the players being frustrated possibly because of the referees. You still have to learn how to keep a cool head and play within the confines and bring pain and damage within the rules. We have to learn how to keep our composure in certain situations. We was about to get them off the field when he hit the quarterback late. He took a full almost two.
It was clear as day too. That was. You
know what I'm saying? We got to do better. You know what I'm saying? At doing things like that. I mean, that's
that was rare, and I could tell he was frustrated. But you can't do it, bro.
And let me say this. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. Just to be fair and totally transparent, there are good officials in the SWAC. There are good officials in the SWAC. Yes, they are. And it's a tough job. And we're not sitting here going to every game saying, oh, the whole entire crew, every game throughout the whole entirety of this conference are just god awful and they don't know the game. That's an untrue. There are good officials in this game.
Right.
But guess what? They can easily have a bad day at the office.
I think everybody can have a bad day. And I don't think bad days is going to get – most bad days lead to bad moments. But we're talking about a collection of moments where when it's a few here and there, okay, it was just bad moments. But when it's 6 and 7 and it started getting close to 10 bad calls that seems to be obvious and you're having dialogue in the midst of what you just – now you got to wonder if you see what you really just saw and the call changes and you know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of that going on. I mean, when you got the AD, the everybody fucking down at the refs on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? But again, it is what it is. This is why go ahead and take the comment. I didn't even want to bring the refs up because I kind of figured it would go into this direction because I don't want anybody thinking we're taking away from the fact that we actually played like crap. But keep going, bro.
Oh man, yeah, you can't take that away, period. That happened. Yeah. But what I was about to say was, you know, even speaking in the referees and stuff like that, I'm learning, you know, even just in life, period, because football to me is the game of life. You learn how a lot of things are going to be unfair, but you learn how to grind your teeth and push through whatever obstacles, you know, in your way. With that being said, you know, it brings me back to, and I know it could be, you know, it's just how maybe Hollywood. I don't know how true it is, you know, but you remember the Titans. That man, they threw flag for, you know what I'm saying, somebody, you know, looking down left at the field. Hey, you know, you had too many men looking at right at the same time, you know, and they were trying to fire, boom. But the point I'm trying to make with that, he was like, you know what? We can't beat these refs, so let's find a way to beat them on the field. At the end of the day, that's what you got to do. And no matter how, you know, how that was, man, you know, we still just, you know, saying a lot of stuff that we did, you know, we still should have came out victorious. Like I said, that wooden boomerang hit us a few times. I mean, multiple times across the head.
Yeah, and if you're gonna have a game, that's the game to have it. You're gonna have a game like that. Hopefully we got it out of our system now. Hopefully we never see a game like that again this year. Because if we do, we'll lose again. You know what I mean? It just proves to show that you can have all the talent in the world, man. But if you lose the turnover battle, you're giving away points, giving away possessions. I mean, you'll put yourself in a really, really tough spot. I want to go back to a comment. He talked about Brother McRonald said discipline has been an Achilles heel of ours since last season. Has it? Like did I miss something? Like, let's reduce something. So, are you saying celebration antics? You talking about like? I don't think we was an undisciplined team, bro. Like, not like that. I mean,
we're not, let me speak to that. We're not an undisciplined team. An undisciplined
at least the penalties though
would have an undisciplined team would have high penalties every game, and we haven't had that.
We had two penalties the previous game.
We haven't had that. So I would venture to say this is more of an uncharacteristic thing. And honestly, I can actually speak to the set of referees we had this game. I really, really could.
You say what?
I said I honestly could speak more alongside the number of penalties. The warrant to say this is an undisciplined team, I would venture to say no. We don't show consistency with that. I would venture to say it's more on the crew than the team, because there's enough data in the games that we played where it wasn't the team. The team has not been consistent in this high number of penalties. So this is more of an outlier than anything.
It just so happened, Zoe, the penalty that our team made be at crucial times.
Well, I mean, that's not the thing. You're right, TD, but I would give more credence to what you're saying if it were mostly 15-yard penalties and it wasn't that much of them. But when you have the 11 penalties on one team and only 4 for 25, 4 for 30 on the other, that's too big of a discrepancy.
I remember I thought it was one point in the game where they got a big play, and you know how it would happen when the Joker hold it like this. Hey, look, he running in this direction with the jersey like this. And what was funny about it is the damn referee was right next to them, and he was looking at it. That's what made everybody lose their stuff on the sideline. Like, bro, did you really just sit up there and look at the hole? Like, right? It just went on down the field and act like he ain't saw nothing. It was that type of stuff. And it's like, all right, y'all. But the coaches had told them, look, we got to beat everybody on the field. But unfortunately, we still beat ourselves. So, I mean, it's a moment you take it on the chin. Where do you go from here? I mean, we know what happened, but let's get into the, I guess, a little bit more meat. I think when we look at the game, you know what I'm saying, we see we play two quarterbacks again in 3 straight games with Cam starting. I think coach settles in on one player this particular coming up this Saturday. And whoever that'll be, we'll see that when that time comes. I don't think we'll see much of that going forward unless somebody gets injured or something to that effect. So I think we'll see some changes there in that regard. A couple of things I would like to see, I mean, a little bit more of is just I like the creativity on some of the plays, but we just got to sustain them and keep and make it happen. I thought when we played Southern, if my memory serves me correctly, I thought that we ran the ball 60% of the time as opposed to the pass. I do know that we was playing from behind, but it was a little too early. I would have probably, given the fact that we saw that Grambling gave up a lot on the ground the previous game, I would have probably put a bigger emphasis on the run. Probably a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see I think Irv is probably over 5 yards a carry. You know what I'm saying? I think he only had 7 carries. I just think we had some opportunities in the game, and I'm pretty sure coach would agree with that. That we
he had 7 carries for 39 yards, 5.6 yards per carry.
Yeah, I would feed them backs, man. I would feed them backs because I think that takes a lot of pressure off of the quarterbacks and not have to go out there with your arm. And it's gonna create openings. Because what I feel like I saw, TD, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like what happened was because we had some moments in the running game that was good, that was solid. But if we don't stick with it, they start dropping them damn backs back. You see what I'm saying? Because they at one point in time, they weren't really, I don't think they only had like 5 in the box at one point. You see what I'm saying? When the COVID, go ahead. You want to comment on something? Go ahead.
Yeah. What I was about to say, if you think about somewhat of the you know what I'm saying, the breakdown that Justin and I was saying on yesterday, last week. Behold, the first play of the game, remember I said they played 4 down linemen with a lot of with the 2 or 3 linebackers, you know, in first play of the game, Irv split it up the middle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I also was noticing the outside was open a lot too. A lot of those long runs that we had called back, probably 2 or 3 of them came from the outside. And a lot of long runs we had came on the outside. Those things open. The pass that in that first series, I said, you know, what like they did with Fertillion, or like you send a running back or anybody down the middle because the way they linebacker play, you left that. Those things are open. We didn't do them. You know what I'm saying? So the plays were there to be made. We didn't make them.
I think going forward, you know, with the way the ebbs and the flow of the game was, you know, some things that we had success on offense, knowing the changes that we made on defense, I think the loss is going to be beneficial to us in a lot of other ways.
Yeah,
I really do foresee, and I mean this honestly, I really do foresee some changes, not necessarily in philosophy, but in noticing, you know, with personnel, what works, you know what I'm saying, and what probably isn't as effective, implementing some other new things within the confines of the offense to just get some more continuity with some more consistency of things that work, and also implement of setting up some things that we want to do for latter part in the game. Because the one thing that has been consistent, you guys, has been the play of the O-line. O-line has been great thus far this year.
Even with the little mix up in this game.
And we've run the ball really, really well. The thing was in this one game in particular against Grambling, you know, knowing that we, you know, saying we struggled a little bit, you know, at the quarterback position and doing certain things from that, made a few bad decisions and just what we want to do from a schematic standpoint. And I think we can take a lot from this. Defensively, though we were stout, again, those first two possessions withstanding, we contained them and played lights out from the third possession that they had on to the end of the game. And so you take that going to again what works. And believe it or not, we've had some great success on defense. I foresee even some more changes on defense, to be honest with you guys, even going forward with the same mindset of some other things that could work. And again, looking at the teams that we're going to be facing come up here in short order, what they like to do on offense as well. So again, you can learn a lot from this. Again, we're 2-2 right now. We're on par with whoever has the best record in conference, to be honest with you. And we're right there. And so we're right where we need to be. We just got to regroup and start everything. And here's the main thing, too. We're 2-0 at home and 0-2 on the road.
Right.
And so this game is on the road. And so this is a needed game, not only because it's a conference game, but so you can actually go in to secure your first road victory of the season. And so and it's a way it presents an opportunity to bounce back from that game. And hey man, look, going to the first conference game, you 1-0 in conference, 3-2 overall, and you just go from there. And I'm gonna stay here. I stated here on this platform and every place else. I said, look, at worst, we're gonna be 10-2 toward the end of this season. Ain't nothing for the change.
I didn't say worse. I said at best.
I said at worst. I said at worst. So and ain't nothing for the change from that. So guess what? Y'all go out here and y'all make Ozor a profit like he is. We finna head to Houston and get this dub.
That's the goal. That's the goal, man. I'm with you on that. I think there's a lot you can take away from this game. I mean, it's a game. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was about to say on offense, I started to see some of the things, you know, in that first game, you know, we was talking about, you know, play calling and stuff. And I said, well, maybe my expectation was too high because I knew the you know, I know the players and, you know, some of the capabilities and stuff like that, you know, what we had on the team. And, you know, from the talking, the expectation that it was going to be high power kind of going like that. What some of the stuff that we saw yesterday, Saturday, some of the things I was expecting, the motion, the you know, the tight end in motion, the wide receiver in motion in the backfield, then flanking out, you know, hitting Dupree, hitting Travis, those plays like that, man, with those quick, explosive players. I thought that was going to be more of our identity on offense. And then once you have those things open up, of course, you running the ball, you know, with the stable of running backs that we have. And I would say this, I'm not, and again, this is just me. I'm speaking on this. I'm not a huge fan. I like playing Travis on the outside. That boy is so explosive and so quick, man. He's going to make a lot of people miss. Running them up the middle is kind of harsh. And then especially like even with Grambling line, those guys was big. And I know there's a lot of time when I know Travis, you know, has the ability to break stuff. It can break a run. But, you know, running up the middle with those big boys, man, that's challenging. You know what I'm saying? Open space is where, you know, I think that his best attributes.
I think we all think that. I don't think you saying nothing that everybody ain't saying. Travis should be more on the outside. I like it. If I'm making the adjustments on the offense, I'm moving Travis to the slot for this year. Seriously, that's what I'm doing. I ain't sugarcoating that. Travis is dynamic. I love the play where we rolled him out where we go zero, we go 5 wide, but we going 5 wide because Travis started up in the backfield. We throw a screen to him, TD. If he catch that ball, that's a touchdown. Because when you go back and look at that, and then when we
in front of
his first kudos to him, first college touchdown, they swing it outside. I think the coaches know that already. That's why they but to your point, I think what you're saying, there was a play that he went up the middle and he got blasted again. And I was just like, shit, man. That's tough, especially when you got them horses on the sideline that can go up the middle and take that pain. I get what you're saying, and I'm with you on that. But because I think he get out in space where you get it to him on a quick slant, you get it to him on a screen, let him be that Reggie Bush style home run hitter, Warren Newman, whatever. I like that. You know what I mean? And that's not saying he's incapable of playing in the inside. I just think that he's served better. If you look at the analytics of it, I don't think that he's had big runs up the middle. If you look at the analytics of it from the time that he's played, I think he might be averaging like 2 yards up the middle. But when you look at the outside, and the plays that you've gotten the ball in the quick little throws where he's in space, him in space with a linebacker is a nightmare. That's why he was able to get up the field and score pretty quickly. JD Martin is also like that.
Yes, sir.
Your Irvs and your Ahmads, and I know Ahmad didn't play in this game, but them big backs, that's why I like big backs. You know what I'm saying? I like big backs in the backfield, not on my women. But anyway, all right, that's just a joke. But anyway, but my point is,
I love JD in the flat. I love JD.
He could go up the middle too. You caught that, bro?
Yeah, I did too, but I was. Yeah, and
I got to lighten it up a little bit, man.
He go up the middle too. He go up the middle, but what I mean when I say I like to see him in the flat or on quick screens or going down the middle because of his shiftiness. Because you know what I'm saying. I just like the way he does that thing there. And
JD is to me is a bigger version of Travis. You know what I'm saying? They different.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bigger, older version of Travis. They do, but they not the same. But it's like Travis is a mix of Irv and JD, but smaller. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they can do some special stuff.
Hey, Justin, you might want to be careful putting it out in the universe like that.
What, Big Bang? Hey, listen, I come on, man. I got a big bang. It's a joke, man. Don't come for me now. Don't come for me. I'm like y'all can't. I need to make y'all laugh.
Say that publicly like that, Justin. You might be careful. I would not say that.
Some of us ain't laughed. Some folks ain't laughed in 48 hours, man. Y'all needed a good laugh, bro. It's all right. It was a bad day on Saturday, bro. We got destroyed by Grambling at home. At their home, and it was ugly. But going back to what we were saying, there's a lot you can take away from this game. A lot. A whole lot. Joe said a good point. Coach Quinn mentioned it in the press conference. They made the adjustment. You see what I'm saying? They made some adjustments, and really, they just got put in really terrible field position going forward from that. But one thing I do love that Quinn said, he said, look, we gave up 41. It wasn't an offense versus a defense thing. Don't divvy that up. It ain't offense did this, defense did that. No, it's one unit. We gave up 41 points in whatever capacity. Gonna keep chopping wood. But listen, this is one thing I am excited about. I do feel like in a way, Coach was trying to figure out what all he had in these first 4 games. In my opinion, I feel like he was trying a lot of different stuff to see what he really has. And I really think he's going to scale it down and do more of what works. I think when you go into this next week, you got a different style of a game. You got a team that's going to be slow, methodical. They're going to be ground and pound. And we just got to go back into the Southern mode where we take the run away. It's going to be a daunting task, but we still got to go and do what we need to do. And when we get the ball, we got to strike. Like he said, we got to go ahead and we got to strike first, quick, fast, and keep scoring every time we get. That's how you beat a Texas Southern, man. But they're not going – ain't nothing special about them. But at the same time, we'll get into that later on this week. But for this game, though, I think it's cut and dry. I think this was an easy game to break down. It ain't like it wasn't a head scratcher other than the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? The tape don't lie. You see what you see. I watched the game today. Yes, I went back and watched the game today, and it was brutal. It was painful again. But I did see some things that worked but when you look at the mistakes that we made, I'm gonna name 3 plays. One of the plays being the screen pass I just mentioned to Travis. TD, we down 15 and we're on our side of the 50, right? Travis catches that ball. It's the early part of the fourth quarter. We score. Now we go for 2, or do we kick a field goal? We down 7 or 8, whatever, right?
Right.
If you go back to the mistake that Jacobian made, I mean, where he dropped the ball, Landy was wide open down the seam. Could have been another bomb play that would have been like the Jonas Fortillion or Dupree. Marvin Landy could have taken that thing to the house. It was wide open as he was, but we didn't get the ball to him because he fumbled the ball. So the point that I'm making is the plays were there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think with the adjustments that I do know that some of the adjustments that coach has made right now, so I think that with some of the adjustments that he has made, I think the team goes into this game a little bit more circumspect. We beat Southern. We were 2-1. We had that close game with and I said this. I'm gonna remind y'all this, and I'm gonna shut up. I said after 4 games, we'll know what kind of team we have, because we'll have a full sample size. There's 2 things that's an indictment on us right now. We are a middle of the pack team, okay, right now, with the ability to be a championship caliber team with the amount of the adjustments that we can make. We haven't run on the road. Zoe made that point. Coach made that point today. Last year, y'all remember we was playing funky at the vet and we was doing all right on the road. So it seems like we kind of got our home woes. If that bodes well, that means that October 19th is all the more important. And these next 2 games is extremely important, because now we go into SWAC play on the road twice. We got to go to Houston, then we turn around and go to Mobile. So we got to figure this thing out, man. But if we get a win in Houston this weekend, I think the trip to Mobile will be a little bit more palatable. Somebody asked the question, did we overlook Grambling? I do not think we overlooked Grambling. I don't think we did. I think we thought we were better than what we are, and we came in a little lax, and some things happened that didn't go the way we wanted it to go, and we lost focus, and we made a lot of mistakes because of that. So got it out your system. You know what I'm saying? Some of the OGs text me and say, hey, man, we got our bad game out of the way. Let's get back focused and let's go win the SWAC. That's all we got to go do. It's 8. Hey, look, we got 8 SWAC games with a chance to – and the beautiful thing about this game, as bad as we played, we still in the same position that we would have been in had we won. We still would have been 0-0, and we still got to go win all our SWAC games in order to give ourselves a chance to win the conference. So, but what it does for me is – it's week to week for me now. Ain't no more accolades coming. Y'all got to go get – you don't get accolades no more until the end of the season if we win the SWAC. You ain't good. We not good. We middle of the pack. We average. We are an average team right now, because all things said, we got to stop talking like what we could potentially do is greater than what we've done. Potential don't matter 4 games in. You are what your records say you are. You are what the film say that you are. The team that went out there against Grambling that's who we are. So now that means that we're susceptible to those types of mistakes, and we got to own that and clean it up and get better. I think we will. I think we will. So that's my take on that. I said in the beginning, listen, I feel like at best, Zoe said at worst, I said at best we'd be 10-2. And the 2 games that I did circle were potentially tough games, ULM and Grambling, because Grambling was a hard game to win that. I didn't think we was going to go look like that, but I felt like it was going to be an extremely hard game to win. The 3rd tough game was going to be FAMU. I said those are the 3 toughest games on our schedule. We done already lost 2 of them. So we got to win the next one to give ourselves a chance to win the East.
Well, I've been wanting to say this too, because I personally hadn't had a reason, and I want to give I like the stunt that they ran with True. They brought him from the middle.
Okay.
And they ran him on the outside left of maybe between the guard and the tackle. Okay. So they wasn't able to get their hands on him on several plays. That's how he got in the backfield a lot of time. So the stunt with True was nice. They also ran it with Allen Walker. I think that's how he got that sack. because
I shouted you out when he got it too.
Yeah, I saw he was on the outside and he jumped to the inside and the quarterback was right there for
He
him.
was right there waiting on him.
Yeah, man. And also, man, and I'm giving props to the defense. They played good. Of course, you know, you always look for room. There's always room for improvement, you know, especially when you know, we throw this word dominate around. I mean, a lot of teams use that, man. But that word is that's a strong, powerful word. That means that you are a giant and you killing the game. I mean, it's nothing, you know what I'm saying, whatever come your way, whatever blow, you're gonna take it, absorb it, and you're gonna dish out more punishment. With that being said, a lot of time that run stopping, man, we got some big guys, Martin, Lacey. I like those guys. Jeremiah, hold down the middle, and Bowie. I Bowie come in. You got those guys rushing and Tymon Wells. I don't know how to forget him because that guy's my wild card, my loose cannon. And I always say when that boy get himself under control, he's gonna be somebody major problem. So with those big guys come in like that, and then you have your edge rusher way up in Noble, and like I said, Walker and I don't know who else I'm missing on the edge, you know, coming in like that. Once that combination because those big guys really holding up that middle. And what those big guys doing, they stuffing the run. They fighting with the offensive lineman. However, with their wide bodies, the running back is not able to scat through because they taking up a lot of space in the line. The linebackers are wrong. And if the safety's playing low, then he able to come down and make some tackles. So I see a lot of things that can be done with that. And then even with some other corner, man, you might have to, you know, cheat with a safety, unfortunately. You know, unless, you know, in some cases. But what I'm saying is it was a good defense. I do see much more potential, you know, in the defense to have that dominant performance. I mean, the talent is there, the coaching is there, the capability is there. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, went to the fourth game, putting that all together, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be something to see. You know, I said on the last screen, you know, I don't even think we halfway to how good we can be. It's just seeing that from the defensive side with the defensive linemen that we have, it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what it does. I mean, I want to see what it manifests into, you know, going forward. And like I said, man, shout out to the D line and, you know, the defense for having a pretty good game. And True had a pretty good game Saturday. Those stunts were really good for him.
Only thing I need to see going forward, man, and I know I'm about to say something that probably sounds a little blasphemous, but as good as my preseason pick of defensive player of the year, I need more from him. I know he got it in him. And we need more from him. I know that may sound crazy because he's producing, but I'm telling you, he can give more. He got it in him to give more. And he could have had two. He could have had, well, I know 1.5 sack. I will say maybe 2. He had 1 sack, but he actually should have had 2 more. He's leading the conference right now. He's playing a damn good season so far. But Josh Noble's got it in him. He really does got it in him. And we need more from him. And we're going to need him a whole lot this weekend. But to TD's point, D-line balled out again. Without those first 2 drives withstanding, we made the necessary changes, and and we looked the part. We looked like what we've been. You know what I'm saying? The main thing when it comes to this, again, we don't even have to talk about defense. We really don't. But it was a football anomaly. Again, when you talk about the number of plays, Grambling had more plays on offense. They had the time of position. I don't think I understand. Time of position was almost 8 minutes more than us. And we almost doubled them in yardage. That's just how detrimental the turnovers were. And so, again, kudos to them. I mean, they did it. Like I said, they have an outstanding number. Go look. They have 24 turnovers in the first 4 games. That's a lot. It's a lot. They have the conference leader in interceptions. They have multiple guys in the top 10 on interceptions in the conference. So we just got to get back to the drawing board, man. Learn from this, grow from this, and this could be a very teachable moment. This could be the type of game that could turn your season around.
Facts.
That's what I told a lot of the guys after the game. I mean, I'm like, I've been in part of sports all my life, man, and there's been games that have been like this that just didn't make sense. I remember one time we played a game so bad, coach went and got the film right then, and before we left, he brought the film in the middle of the locker room and basically smashed it in there and said, "I see y'all at practice. Ain't no need to watch that film. We got our A's whooped. We looked terrible. We got away from everything that we worked on. Let's go back and hit the reset button." I love something. I think of all the press conference that I watched today, Coach Quinn said something that really stood out to me that I really liked. He said, "You can't let this game beat you twice."
Right.
Yes, sir.
That was powerful. I mean, in the end, sometimes butt whoopings have the tendency to get things straight. If mama use them, daddy use them. you get to acting a lot. You get some act right when you get your butt whooped.
You're supposed to, because if not, you again.
Yeah,
I want to add to something, Joe. I want to add something that you said. You were speaking on nobles, and that coincides to what I was speaking on about the big guys in the middle, jamming up the middle. A lot of time when you're getting a push from those guys in the middle, you have to double team them because they don't want to have direct line to the quarterback. So if you double team the defensive tackle, then that a lot of time going to leave the defensive end one-on-one. Phillip Webb was getting double teamed in that game as well. So I know a little bit about the game to know when you have a player with Phillip Webb size and capabilities, he get double teamed. Sometimes you wonder why you don't hear his name, but if you watch it, he's getting double teamed either with a guard and a tackle, or he might have a running back, chipping on them or something like that. But like you said, for those defensive end, all of them, because I think all of them have the ability to rush the passer. Your guy Nobles that you're speaking on, when those big guys are double team, they're gonna leave him in Webb or in Walker, whomever else play in that position, a chance to eat as the plot thickens, because now you got the account for a 300-pound guy in the middle being double teamed by either the guard, the tackle, or the center. So that should open up a little more one-on-one for those defensive end. That's when you will know, what they bringing off that edge.
Well, then just to give context what you're saying, they're not like even Phillip Webb and actually sometimes Jeremiah and True. They're not getting double teamed just because of the size that they have. They're getting double teamed because of the push they're getting. And that's the main thing. They getting, Jeremiah gets in and Phillip Webb, they generate enough push up the center. That's why they're forcing them to double team them. It ain't just size. And they're getting damn good push, to your point, TD. And so because they're generating good push consistently, that's what's making them having to force the double team on some of the tackles. So, and that's what's generating that one-on-one play. But I do want to add one thing, because I noticed in this game, going to the very first drive that Grambling had, second or third play of the game, because I'm going to highlight somebody that a lot of people have been on. KJ Chisholm. Let me tell y'all something. It's a true freshman. Coming in, spot duty, has the measurables. That kid's going to be a player. Kid's going to be a damn good player. And let me just speak to this too. I need any football fan to understand the toughest position to play in football is cornerback. Mm-hmm. And most importantly, is nickel corner. But KJ plays outside quite a bit. But be it as it may, what we're asking to do, all our cornerbacks are on the island until we play zone. But for the most part, they're on the island. The true freshman has the size. And I wish we get out of this whole thing when a receiver catches a ball. There are not many shutdown corners in college, let alone the NFL, where a receiver catches two balls the whole entire game. You know what I mean? Like a receiver is going to catch the ball. It's damn near hard, you know what I'm saying, to maintain receivers from not catching anything. KJ Chisholm is balling. I need y'all to understand it. The kid's playing. And he's battling. Is he giving up some catches? Yes, he is. But the kid is battling. And he's going to be a damn stud for us.
Yeah. Hey, Chillian, just rewind it. We already discussed it. Yeah, you'll get that at the beginning. You have to just watch it, and you have to watch it from behind. I agree, man. KJ is solid. I mean, he's not a finished product. He's a true freshman, like you said. I mean, we real banged up right now too. Not like I said, not any excuses, but we got to get healthy, man. And that's just kind of where we at right now. It did make. I was happy to see the small adjustment on the O-line because Muda was out. That we was able to, we saw Quay in there getting it in, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing on the O-line. Big yeah, we had a couple of, we shuffled it up a little bit and we kept rocking and rolling with it. But in a way, I do feel like this though. I feel like this game will cause us to be more focused next game. I think we're gonna come out laser focused because I think the things that you kind of emphasize, you almost need a game like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate it. I hate that it happened, and I hate that it happened when it happened, with who it happened. But at the same time, I would have rather it happened against them than Southern, especially at home. You know what I mean?
Hey, Zoe Ken, let me ask y'all this, and this might not apply to everyone in the sport, but from what I understand from seeing documentaries and stuff like that, most great fighters became great fighters because they got whooped.
Most do.
You know what I'm saying? They were getting beat up or picked on, and so they learned how to fight, George Foreman included. So with that being said, like you said, at some point you got to take a whooping for your eyes to get open. Even if you think you're the baddest man on the planet, somebody out there can whoop you for you to realize you need to hone your skills as well.
I think
it takes stuff like this for you to open your eyes and see, what you're really about, man. So hey,
gee, I think we had I think we did a lot of things bad in this game. I think we had some opportunities with personnel, had some opportunities with situational football, we had some opportunities with focus, discipline, turnovers. If you're going to have a game, you might as well get it all out in the same game. You know what I'm saying? I think we really got a lot of opportunities that we can take from this game. And I do think that I really feel like my hope, I'm optimistic that it'll make us be better. Do we know if it's going to be better, or are we going to repeat this again? Man, I damn sure hope not. You know what I'm saying? But we can't say guarantee that it will. But if I'm a better, I don't bet. I don't really bet like that unless it's a dummy bet. I think we're gonna come out laser focused in the next game. I'm not speaking on what the outcome of the game will be, but I do feel like ball protection will be much better. I think the quarterback will take care of the ball much better. I think the coaches will stay in a space that's working without really getting too far away from that. I think you're gonna see a lot more control, because this is what we do know. And I do believe this. I do believe that when it's a SWAC game and we know that it's on our record and we gotta win, all these games are must win. So I do feel like the situational awareness of the games and circumstance, I think, is gonna be a little bit better. And we'll just have to see if we're right about that. But I think a lot happened that caused us to have to really go back and re-examine a lot of things, man. I really do. And that could very well be a good thing.
I mean, I'm happy for just great point. I mean, I'm happy for Dupree. The young man did his thing. Like I said, we have a lot of lightning rods. I mean, we have players for every.
I talked to him before the game, dude.
Huh?
I talked to him before the game at the hotel. I actually talked to him. I said, "Hey, man, it's your time now. That's why I went over to him. I said, "Hey," and you know what he told me, TD?
What was that?
Zoe, you know what he said? He looked at me and said, "I'm like that." I said, "Hey," and he went on to the sideline. He said, "Man, I'm like that." I said, I like that." You know what I'm saying? I like that. Yeah, he said he liked that. I said, "All right, baby. All right, I see it. I see it." He absorbed the blow and got on up the field, man. But listen, how about Fortillion though, man?
Yes, sir.
Swag T.O., Swag Miles, whatever. You know, he I went back and watched that catch though. I was laughing at it, bro. We talked about it earlier. Yeah, he was looking back and forth like they were gonna hog him down, man. He was
So true story. I'm not making this up, man.
Don't you dare say it.
No, listen. When you you watch that play over again, the first thing come to mind when he broke free running is Super Mario Bros. Theme music. Like he was
Hey man, he got out real quick.
so you know when Mario get the star, how he goes super fast. It's like he got the star, but he ain't moving no faster.
Oh, that's
I mean, you know, sometimes, man, watching, you know, when you watch a game and then you come back and you look at numbers, man, sometimes the game can be so deceptive, you know, because I would think that, you know, Jonas had more than 3 catches for 91 yards.
I'm almost, TD, I'm gonna go back and watch it again and count just his catches. I'm almost positive he had more than 3 catches. I thought I was crazy when I saw his stats. I said I could have sworn Jonas. I thought he had 5 as well, man.
I could have sworn he had 5.
I'm like 3 catches for 90. I'm like, no, bro, this don't look right. Who that game?
Cam hit him for that touchdown. Jacoby hit him laying on the ground.
Well, I mean, he had some catches.
He had 2 catches in the first quarter.
First quarter, he had 2 catches.
So
what was so bad the kids even noticed it? Cool Banks.
Him running.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Hey man, he got where he needed to go though.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, that boy's stud, man. I just think his stats are wrong though. I don't want to say I always leave room for error. Somebody probably got the wrong number of a couple of. Yeah, I think that's what probably happened. And when I think, did Isaiah Spencer actually catch a ball in the game? He caught 1 or 2. Because I want to say Spence might have got one of his catches though.
I think so, man.
So when I looked at it, I think it showed Spence had 2. I don't think I could just be tripping, man, because I don't remember seeing him catch 2 balls though.
Yeah, I think Spence had about 3 or 4 catches himself.
He did?
Swagio had the most catches.
I was just blown away that they said it was 3 though. I was like, whoa, I know he had more than 3 catches.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They giving Spencer and Fortillion the same amount of catches.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I got you.
But man, I will say this too. You know, I hope, you know, everyone that, you know, maybe nursing some small nicks or bruises or something like that, you know, I pray all of them, you know, get themselves well, get themselves together so they be able to return to the field. However, I still think that we have wide receivers and stuff that's on the sideline who still can strongly produce. I mean, that's just how much talent I feel, you know, about the team. I'm not saying we didn't, you know, play different ones. I'm not saying no. I'm just.
Oh, that wasn't my own statement though.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say we played some different ones. So to your point, I think that speaks to the depth that you're witnessing to. Taekwon was out there, Jamil was out there. Dupree got a run. I love to see Mays out there too. I don't know why he's not getting any burn. I think Logan Mack was out there a couple times. Just wasn't able to get the ball to a lot of them. But go ahead. The JSU Tigers don't bring their A game. It's going to be a long night.
I mean, I'm
don't worry about that, man. It's all different matchups. Lamar struggled with Valley, man. Like, can we stop, please? Every game is different.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely. I was glad to see Brandon Mitchell out there. He took a little licking on their return, but he got on up. Man, I think that guy's a talent. He's fast. I'm not sure what they exactly is his penciled in position, but that I like that guy since I saw his film, so he has some upsides with him too. And like I said, this is most of you're more in tune with a lot of them. So I don't know all of them name just yet, but I am, watching and learning. So do this for me, players. If you're watching, anybody listening, do something great so your name can get etched in my mind.
Hey, you gonna put it on them, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Quinn. I appreciate that. I family. I appreciate that, Quinn, because I yeah. We got anyway. I'll leave that alone. Appreciate your chat. but no, man, we got some opportunities. I think we clean them up though. I think we had enough to really get locked in on, and we'll go from there. But I don't eradicate. See, this is what I will say. I don't throw away the first 3 games because we had a bad game on Saturday. Saturday was a bad game for us, and hopefully it was the last game like that for a very long time. I hadn't seen a game that bad in a while, bro. And I guess I saw it when I was watching A&M Commerce with Southern. I thought that the quarterback just threw the ball to the defense and they made plays, but shit, man, they did it. They had a scoop and score in that game. Literally, that was their first touchdown of the game, a damn scoop and score.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just stuff like that, bro. That was just like, my goodness, man. But then you go back and then you look at our game, and we literally repeat the same thing.
Exactly. And that's what I was about to say. I mean, not taking anything away. The numbers are the numbers. The type, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They are leading. They are doing their thing, But just like you said, as far as Grambling and turnovers. But, again, you go back to that the Texas A&M Commerce game, when the quarterback just literally threw into him. Of course, they got to catch it, but they did what they had to do. They had 5 turnovers in that game. So, I mean, you made it that easy for them. I mean, far as just say, hey, they got linebackers and corners and safety that really come up and just drop you in the dirt and hit you so hard that you're dropping the ball.
Well,
it is what it is, though. They lead. So
there was only one fumble that was not caused by the defense, and that was Jacobians. Everything else was the defense created. So you gotta tip your hat off to that one. The one on JD, he literally hit his hand, bro. Boop. When he hit that hand, that ball came loose, bro. And he went and recovered it. Number 9 made a hell of a play off the edge, bro. Hell of a play. The chat's open, man. I mean, the link is live if y'all want to come up and give your thoughts on the game. I was over the game, bro, after the game, but then I felt bad the next day. I didn't feel that bad when I accepted it. I was like, well, this is it, bro. And I don't know if I just was, but the next day I was like, damn, we got our butts whooped. That sucked. You know what I'm saying? But then I was over it. I mean, at the end of the day, everything that we're working for is right in front of us. I hate to say that. That's not a consolation. It's the reality of it, but it's not a consolation for a butt whooping, though. You know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't like the game count. It did count.
Right.
The grand scheme of things.
It was on the schedule. Yeah. What you talking about?
From your perspective, you'd rather have the game earlier, later in the season. Hell yeah, it'd be ready earlier. I'd rather have that game exactly when I had it.
Oh, I guess he mean for as being polished. I'm taking it. Probably what you
perspective, you rather have this game early or late in the season. I'd rather have it early. I'd rather have it right when we had it. I wanted it right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good with that. Joe, what's up, baby? What you got?
I did right.
What's going on, baby? What's going on?
Breaker.
All right. This is my take here. Number one, I don't know if y'all remember last week. That's the only good thing I took out of it. I got out of it. I wanted to see how they was gonna respond when they got punched in the mouth. And they responded back well. They came back and top, was down by 1 point, came back and scored 2 times, missed the field goal. So I think they responded very well to being punched in the mouth first. All right.
Yep.
I'm not gonna blame the referees because this team
Nobody
is good
is.
enough. I know I'm saying I'm talking about me. I'm not. There was some bad calls, but I'm not gonna blame the referees because I feel like the team is good enough to outplay the referees.
Facts.
You know what I mean? They had 5 turnovers. Everybody in the SWAC know about that hole. Strangest things happen in that hole.
I can't explain it, bro.
And everything, the strangest thing happen in that hole. You go
I
down
do
that
got-
hole, anybody
hey,
go down
hey,
that hole, the
I do
strangest
got a
things
story
happen
when
in
you
that hole.
stop. When you stop, I got a story I'm gonna share with you. Keep going.
Strange things happen in that hole. So, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna take the good out of it. We responded very well when we was punched in the mouth. Cause
That's
they
a good
came out
point.
of punches in the mouth. I don't know if y'all remember me saying that last week. Last time I was on here, I want to see how they respond being
Yeah, you
punched
did.
in the mouth, and they responded very well. So I'm
Yeah, you did
satisfied
that.
with that. You know what I mean? I'm satisfied with that. You know what I mean? I think this next game, Texas Southern is a very disciplined team. They play technique football. You know what I mean? And we can't go out there. We can't go down there playing around with Texas Southern. We gotta go down there and take care of business. All right, I'm ready to see what you gotta say.
Hey, no. I think so we were this was a weird moment that transpired, right? So we left the team hotel, man, and we rolling. We behind the buses and everything, and we're we're rolling up 20. We're rolling 20 west. Was it 20 west? Yeah, we're going 20 west. We're going 20 west, man. We get to the Clinton and we got off the exit.
Uh-huh.
We all pulled over, and I don't know why. I think they were checking something, and Corey looked at me. Corey said, "Man, bruh,
You know somebody let ride when you go up the highway. You gotta let ride going down the road.
It was a real little. It was one of them moments where I said, "Don't you say it, bro. Don't say it, bro." He like, "Man, Grambling, bro. It's always something." I said, "Bro, don't say it, man. Don't say it." And we kind of chuckled about it. But ever since that little moment, we got back on the highway. I think they were checking something. I don't know if something was up with one of the buses or whatever came. It wasn't no issue. They got out, they checking. We don't know what they checking. We just looking. We like, "What's up, bro? What's happening?" It's like, man, the dude felt like one of the buses was doing something or whatever, and it wound up being fine. We got back on the road. It's probably like a 10-minute delay. It was cool. But that little moment, man, was just like, here we go. And bro, lo and behold, when I tell you every little janky thing that could have went wrong, man. I told y'all it feels like the spirit of Eddie Robinson just hovers over that place, man. And we just go there and forget how to play football. Who all remembers? Remember Robert Kent, right? One of the greatest quarterbacks come through Jack State. He had a terrible game at Grambling, bro. I want to say he threw 5 interceptions that game. Who all remember that? Come on, chat.
Grambling sit in the woods by itself. That's it.
Yeah, it was good to go down the road. I had never been down the road. When you go down there, you ride into the community.
But that's your first time. That's your first time going to Grambling?
Yep, that's my first time going, and I had never. But I like to stay. Really cool library, man. Coming in, you see that TD when you pull up. They got the new library over there to the left, state of the art. It looked nice, man. I think that's the library that they had built. But it was. I mean, I like the campus, man. I like on campus stadium. It was a nice little vibe, man.
Yeah, nice little vibe. I
agree.
So our series versus record with Grambling is 41-28 Eddie Roger. but whatever for those who don't believe in that, we just went and had. It was a weird game, bro. It was a weird game.
Go to Swipe. Zopar can tell you, Swipe. Teams have been on fire, and Grambling had a sorry team and go in that hole, and you go down that hole and lose, man. There's just something about that hole, boy. Grambling can be sorry.
For real, bro.
And you go down in the hole with a good team and go down there and lose, man. There's
I
something about
remember.
that hole,
Hey,
but you know what I mean?
here's another time. TD, you remember this? You remember Coach Talmadge's first year? We was whooping everybody. We was undefeated. Maybe been 5-1 or something. I know we was undefeated in the SWAC. We went down there to Grambling and got stomped. Had no inkling of an idea that we was gonna be that we was gonna get that type of outcome. Quinn, what's up, bro? What you got on your mind?
Hey,
baby?
look, Ken. Hey, look. You said about them birds. You feel like Eddie Robinson spirit walking around the stadium. Hey, you is right, Ken. Because while I was sitting in the stand, I seen 2 white dove birds kept flying around the whole time in a big old with a wing. I told my cousin, I said, man, it's a spirit flying around here, man. Cause you ain't lying, Ken. I seen it my own. I should did a video of it.
Now,
2 white birds.
Now, let me give a disclaimer. I don't mean it like literally. I mean like like the way that they play in
Man, yeah, but hey, I know what you mean, Ken. But hey, when I seen them birds, man, I said, man, we ain't never had that bad mojo on us. I seen my own eyes.
Man said he saw some doves. He said, "This is spirit flying around." We got whooped.
Hey, look.
TD,
man,
we
look.
whooped so bad we were seeing ghosts, man.
Hey, look, Ken. Look, I told my cousin. I said, "Cuz, them like them white bird. They fly in the air when they doing the funeral."
Wait a minute, this for real though? They said the hole used to be a pond or a lake.
Yeah, that was a lake. Used to be a lake way back in the day. Yeah, that was a lake. They filled it in. Yeah, that used to be a lake.
I mean,
but we gonna stay back though. We gonna stay back.
Hey, the only thing
I just hate, man. I just hate they like.
One at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah, we might want to stop talking about that being a pond, a hole in a lake back there in the woods.
Hey, listen. Hey, dried up lake bed. Oh wow. Hey, all I'm gonna say is this though, it works for them, and you go there, you better come correct. They don't win every game there, but they win the majority of them. I'm gonna just say that it's hard to win over there.
There's some strange things happening, but like I said, I like they got punched in the mouth and they responded. They didn't fold. That's a good thing I'm gonna take out of it. I know now I know when they get punched in the mouth, they're not gonna fold.
We gotta stop.
They're gonna come back out fight.
Hey, when we go win, we won in the hole.
We're gonna see him again. We're gonna see him again, Ken.
We hope so. We hope so.
We're gonna get our redemption. Cause look, I ain't no early play none of the second half, man. That's crazy.
Hey man, whatever.
What you just say? What you just say, Queen?
He played. Did he play? Did he?
I said Earl didn't play none of the second half. He didn't get the ball. He didn't get the ball none of the second half.
Oh,
man,
that's interesting.
Well, he played. There was one. He got one carry from what I remember. I do know one carry he got. He went to the right.
Then they hold BJ. I'm like, man, come on, real. He tried to spin from the block. Man, still hold his arm. Couldn't get to on the sideline. Like, man, this shit's crazy, man.
But no, man, I think.
Man, I'm so mad. I want to go on the field, man.
What you gonna do if you do get on the field, man?
Man, I would have took one for the team, man. I would have told my kid, come bum me out. Give my credit card, man. Come bum me out.
No, you don't want to do that, bro.
You don't want to do that, bro.
You don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that,
man.
But no, we gonna.
I know, man. Hey, but I ain't gonna catch y'all this Saturday at the game. My little boy got a little league football team. He going against his old team this Saturday, so I'm watch it on ESPN Plus this game.
Yeah,
hey, man.
Man. Shout out to everybody. I think it's gonna be a good turnout, a good crowd. We got a really good.
But I will be at that Mobile though.
Okay, for sure.
I will be at that Mobile game though. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna lay down and go sleep. I want to roll.
Hey man, be safe out there, baby.
Hey, Quinn, before you go, man. Shout out to you for your father.
Y'all be safe.
Shout out to you for your father duties, man.
All right.
Yeah, he delayed. He a little delayed.
You know, Joe, you sitting in that right lane? Joe.
Yeah, Joe gone too, man.
Joe gone too, man. Joe went in the left lane.
Hey, but no, man, this weekend though. So this is what we say. Let me give my last thoughts on the game was real simple. I mean, not to beat a dead horse. I think when I looked at Grambling's schedule, if I'm a Grambling Tiger, I'm really excited about this season. I mean, they got Coach Mickey Joseph, played a lot of freshmen. Obviously, he's recruited well. I mean, that just goes to show the talent. TD, they got some talent coming out of these high schools, man. You look at the Travis. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, you know what? I had no idea that Mickey Joseph was related to our defensive coordinator for the Broncos.
Yeah, Vance Joseph. That's his brother.
Used to be the head coach for the Broncos. Now he's defensive coordinator.
Heck yeah. Well, Mickey Joseph was the head coach at Nebraska before, whatever happened. And he's well, he's a great recruiter. I mean, I think he's good for the conference.
Yeah, man. I was like, okay.
I think he's I don't know how long he's gonna be there though. That's the only thing. He's a good coach. I mean, he might slide back over into the FBS ranks in another role soon, but he got them on track, man. They off 3-1. I mean, a good Grambling is always good for the SWAC. It's always good for the SWAC, you know what I mean? But they handle business, man. They got the State Fair Clash this weekend. The question I do have for Grambling though is this: do they have a letdown like what we did? You know what I'm saying? We were riding high. We beat our rival. We felt good about the team, and then we go on the road and we lay the egg. So the question is going to be remain to them: do they go lay an egg against Prairie View because they got up so high for the game against Jackson State? We'll see. They might go handle business. They'll be 4-1, and they'll be in everybody's top 5, man, at the top of the list. But for us, we just got to clean up the little things, man. And I think coach has made, he'll make a decision on who's going to lead the team out. I think he's already made that decision, and we'll find out about it on Saturday. And I think that's who we're gonna roll with, and that's who we stick with. So all the adjustments that we think, don't bail on this team. This team got a lot of talent, man. This team got a lot of potential. And but the questions are fair. They're warranted. You know what I'm saying? See what you see. You know what I mean? And I like us in a position of being locked in and not really feeling like we've earned anything. You know what I'm saying? We can't celebrate too soon. Joe, what else you got, baby?
All right. One more question. I've been trying to find my hotel. I'm trying to book my hotel for my guy. I got my ticket. My wife gonna come on down. We're just gonna make a little honeymoon time. Trying to make me another baby. I've been trying to find a hotel next close to the stadium. I seen one right there by the hospital, but they ain't got no availability there. Is there any more close to the stadium?
Yeah. Hey, that's for which game, first of all? FAMU?
FAMU game, yeah. I only seen one that's right there by the hospital.
You checked the Homewood Suites, the one
that's right there by the stadium, walking this to the stadium.
Yeah, right there by the stadium. That one might be
Homewood Suites.
Yeah, they got some good stuff, man. Do this for me, Hey, do this for me. Hey, take this email address, man. Send me your contacts. Text me your contacts, man, and I'm gonna.
I shoot you.
Just shoot me. Send me all your contacts through the email, man.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, send it through Instagram, and then listen. What we'll
I don't need to buy it. I'm paying for my own shit now.
Ain't nobody buying it. Joe, I know. Okay. You can buy me a room. How about that?
Nah. You can just get somebody to cry. Just get somebody to cry roll. That's all.
Hey, but listen, don't you just give me a different hotel, bro, because I don't need to be over there while you and your lady man try to make a baby, man. Put me somewhere else, man.
Yeah, I just need to find some. I need to find some coke because I don't want to drive. I'm drink. I like to drink when I'm at work, so I like to drink my Crown Royal. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna have my own bottle. So I just need to find me a hotel close to the room.
Hey, Joe, I gotta find you at the game, dog. I know you're gonna be fun. You gotta sit over there with us, bro. You gotta come over there on the other side with us, man.
I got my ticket on the FAMU side though.
That's where we sit at. We sit on the business
side. FAMU side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the reserve area, right there behind the team. Well,
that's where I'm at. I'm kind of far up top though. Like I'm like in the middle area.
Okay. Well, you general mission on the other side.
No, I ain't general mission. Nah, I ain't general mission.
I'm saying
I
you.
got a reserve $75 ticket.
Oh no, we were in the reserve section too. You good?
That's reserve section, right?
Yeah. Down, right
Yeah,
down low. Yeah, you good.
yeah.
Right in the middle.
All right. I'm gonna shoot your. I'll shoot your message on Instagram.
Big bags making a baby dove flying around stage. Hey, look, all I'm saying is I like big running backs, man. I've been saying that to y'all, man. I rock with big backs too. Big back.
Sir, we keep it real over here, sir.
Yes, indeed, man.
Entertainment.
Hey, but listen, and TD's white shirt. TD Show got that white shirt on tonight, don't it?
Man, y'all worry about the wrong thing. Don't get Travis started on that, man.
I can see it. I can see it being white tonight, though. That's a white shirt for real. Yep, that is a white shirt. It looks beige though, but it's a white shirt. I can see it.
I talked to my laundry lady about that.
Oh my goodness.
We had to get that straight, man.
Hey, but listen, I'll say this, man. We got everything we want right in front of us. We're gonna be fine, man. I think we're gonna be fine. I think the guys know that, you know what I'm saying? Just had to regroup, recalibrate, man, take it on the chin and get better, man. We got to get better. And I think we will. I talked to a couple of my guys and just to check the temperature, bro, of the room. And the room is solid. It's solid. We're gonna be all right. Tiger Nation, we're gonna be just fine. You know what I'm saying? And one game at a time, though. The only game that matters is the game versus Texas Southern, man. We got to go get that one, bro. We got to go get that one. By any means necessary, just win.
Hey, Travis, I'm like, Joe, I ain't big on handouts, but I will take a free T-shirt, white. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
With that JSU block on that thing.
Yeah, with JSU block, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes.
Hey, Travis, look, Travis, we need you, man. I texted him today, TD. I told him we need his help this time. They tripping over there. I couldn't find a link, man. So I got to try to. We'll be there though. I know TD, and Zoe will be there this weekend. We got to go get it, man.
Hey, Edwin, are you the Edwin from Southern?
Yeah, that's him.
Bro, why did we do you like that when you changed your logo? Goodness.
He hiding?
Yeah, man, what's going on? Hey, but
I'm gonna mean a little something. Give him a white shirt with a bottle of Purex.
Hey, man, hey, chat, Tiger Nation, man, just know I love you guys. Y'all give me energy. I look forward to reading your chatting with you. I do appreciate, when we out, you say something to us, because at the end of the day, I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? We just do what we do, and we love trying to provide best ways for our school, for our university, and for our sports teams. So again, we appreciate you guys, and they're gonna segue into the last thing I really wanted to say. Let's not let this moment, a Saturday, discourage you from continuing to support your team, because we still have the whole season in front of us. Continue to support, because we are a reason a lot of those guys come down to play, because they love the fans. Let's not quit. You know what I'm saying? They're not quitting on us. And we appreciate all the players for the hard work they put in on that field. Saying that law was just as tough for you. So again, let's continue to support. I know the next game is, in Houston, it might be a little tight. However, make sure you tune in, get the ratings up, on the television. And then, if you can, drive on down to Mobile the following week. And then after the end, I think we got to buy and come back to stadium. But more, just continue to support.
Yep.
Don't let one game, discourage you.
Hey, I shared something with a player yesterday, actually. One of our guys, I talked to him, and I just see how they were. They weren't very happy at the end of the game. I shared my championship story. We went through a lot. We went through some real adversity, man. My sophomore year at Holmes, we boycotted, bro. Like, we boycotted against our coach. Like, everything was coming unraveled, bro. We had a bad game. And it was ugly, bro. And we went to practice. Coach blew the whistle. We had already told the freshmen, like, hey, bro, you blow that whistle, don't nobody move. You know what I'm saying? Cause we was just like, we was fed up. I can't remember what we was mad about or whatever it was, but we felt like coach was, on some BS or whatever, trying to punish us for whatever the case may be. And we all bonded together and decided we weren't going to practice. So he put all of us out. We didn't go to practice the next day. And because we was at junior college, everybody, you got a lot of cats trying to go D1, TD, they're trying to go, some trying to go pro, whatever. We had this class called basketball theory, which was basically we was all in the class with the coach, basically just to get an A so we can keep our GPAs up. And coach went over there, pulled out everybody transcripts, riding by the door. I'm talking about, I'm gonna fail all you. He's like, and if I pull this grade to give all y'all an F, ain't none of y'all gonna be eligible. You ain't gonna be able to graduate. He ran and raving, man. And we was like, jokers had to think about it. Like, damn, bro, I didn't think he was gonna pull our card like that. But so we had a couple of leaders on the team, man, that went and met with coach, and we was like, look, coach, we're gonna try. We want to make this right. We're gonna come back to practice. And he was like, all right, if y'all ready to roll, y'all be at practice tomorrow at this time, da-da-da-da-da. So we agreed that we would, but we also had to do like 2 a days because we had to make up for the time. In the end, the point of the story was this, man. We went and coach brought us in there and he went and pulled a Billy Donovan quote at the time. And he was talking about some controversy and adversity. And he said adversity is going to do one or two things, bro. It's either going to bring you closer together, it's going to tear you further apart. Now, I say that to say this. The team has to decide which route they're going to take with the adversity that has struck with them. You know what I mean? And I think we got the right leaders on this team. I'm not worried about the coaches. I think that inside the room, I think we got a really good core of leaders, TD. And from the conversation that I had, man, it was like, look, bro, we finna clean this shit up, bro. We finna roll, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I firmly believe that they're going to take it on the chin and then they're going to be better from it, man. So don't jump off the bandwagon now, man, because when things go to getting right, don't try to jump back on, because what tends to happen is, and I'm going to call out some of the fans, some of the folks that I know, we got to stop doing this, bro. Stop going out on the internet bashing coaches and players, bro. Like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you can give your opinion about what you saw and still be respectful. You know what I mean? We do this every week. We talk about what we feel is opportunities, but we don't ever say nothing in a manner, TD, to where we're not going to sugarcoat nothing. But we also not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater and burn bridges and tear down relationships as well, because that stuff matters, bro. Every day we go to work, bro, we have bosses and we have supervisors and managers that do things that we may not agree with. We always find a way. Why is it that we always find a way to deal with that type of stuff in a respectful manner? You dealing with something, you know that's bull junk. You know you don't agree with that decision, but you still find a way to dialogue and communicate that in a way that's acceptable so you don't lose your job. But for some reason, when it comes to the thing that we say we love the most, I understand that. But we also have to be a little different, man, when it comes to that. And it just be disappointing. So a lot of times I don't go out there, TD, not because of what everybody else going to say. I be avoiding Tiger Nation because it'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So have your moment, but be respectful if you can, and if you don't, just do what you do. That's my little soliloquy, man. That's my little, in the words of Stephen A., that's my little diatribe. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. We got our ass whooped, man. It's over with. Got to get over it fast. We got to get prepared for Saturday, bro. Let's go win Saturday. We be 1-0 in the SWAC. That's all we can ask for at this point. After that, we go, what we do next, TD? We get ready to go. And I talked, we got Robert Brazil coming on the show next Friday in Mobile. He still want to headbutt your behind. I heard that today. He still want to headbutt you, dog. I don't know what the hell you did to Robert Brazil, TD, to make this man want to headbutt. I'm not BSing, bro. I talked to Brother Dick today. He said, man, he still want to headbutt TD, man. I said, what the hell TD do, man? What did TD say to him, man? So we're gonna see him in Mobile. But before we get to Mobile,
Hey.
we gotta go to H-Town and handle business, man.
Hey, I don't think I can say, man. I'm a big guy. He's a little older, but I'm gonna take my chances with it running.
We say he gonna get away, huh, bro? Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't gonna go. Hey, he a big dude, man.
yeah. Hey, he'll mess right here, owe me money. I'm
Soon.
hey, man, but what you said was spot on. Again, you know, I'm not out there like that because I don't like to get involved and all like that.
I ain't out there neither. I told you
we definitely don't agree.
Hold on, let me give you your flowers before you go, TD. I said that you have influenced me. But TD don't be on social media like that. I told him on Sunday when we were talking on the phone, I said, bro, I don't go out there no more, especially after the game. I put my little post and I walk away. I drop, mic drop. Boop, that's all I got. We lost, I'm done. I don't know what's been said since Saturday, bro. I don't. I ain't go out there. I was like, it's going to be a bloodbath out there today, so I'm going to leave that be. But I know you. I just wanted to give you that. You influenced me some, bro. You got me out here walking and exercising. And I ain't, look, whatever the hell I was doing didn't help me none when I was going up them steps. But I gotta ramp it up. I saw you when you were doing your little video, you were doing the stair climber. I said, hell, I might need to get on that stair climber. Huh?
That thing a beast.
Oh my goodness, bro. But go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you. I just want to give you
but what I was about to say when you made the comment about adversity, you know, either making you a part of bringing you together. You're exactly right. But what we have to understand and learn as a team, you know, as people that even being older, sometimes, you know, we have to listen. I consider myself a fairly decent dad, a good dad, and I definitely try to tell my kids what was right. However, in certain situations, I'm not always right. So I have to drop my pride sometime and listen to what they have to say, because it's maybe check out their point of view, and they may have a valid point.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for a car, a vehicle, buy anything to work together, you have links and things that make it work and that make it, that make it go together, and you can't do one without the other. So sometimes it's good to listen, you know what I'm saying, for the betterment of the household or the team or whatever the job, whatever the situation is where you're working as a team player. I never try to tell anyone, what to do. Folks are madly grown, madly, got money, do what they do on their social media page. You will only hope that, you will have some, have some respect for, the coaching situation. We don't agree. Well, I can speak for myself. I don't agree, with everything that goes on or decisions made. However, it ain't my place to, degrade, or I wouldn't even try to degrade anybody or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. However, I'm going to speak my truth. So you have to respect people and where they stand. You have to understand these people have families as well. The kids have family. The players have families. The coaches have family. The assistants have family. So when you're out there saying whatever you're saying or doing whatever you're doing, whatever platform you're on, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Those things travel. So and then you can say stuff back behind there. You have to understand, we up front. So
tell them again.
Sometimes I look at coach. Oh, make sure he don't want to hear but me, man. I don't know what the hell folk want to hear but me, man. But like, hey, Coach O gonna have to catch me too.
No, I think you will. I think
Coach O my guy, man. Love Coach O.
Yeah, all I got, and I'm with you on that. I don't think anybody agrees with everything that we see in any aspect. But it's I always just take a position of I just try to understand some of the decisions that are made so we can have dialogue about it. It's not about what I feel is right or wrong, because we were having conversations today in our chat with Tiger Talk crew, and we was talking about some things that we kind of privy of knowing, right? But at the same time, I was like, that's even incomplete though, because none of us are there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can think you know something, TD, but you don't really know. You ain't in the room.
That's true, and that's why I always throw that disclaimer out.
That's what I'm saying. Even if Coach O and TC come sit down next to you and tell you why they did what they did, you're still not in the room to carry the whole conversation and really get the full grasp of everything. So you always have to deal with stuff from a standpoint of, okay, this is what happened. I wonder why that's what it was. And then you hope the right questions are asked, and then you get the answers and be like, okay, cool. It makes sense now. Because people ask certain things and then you say, man, okay, that's why that was what it was. Okay, I can see why people would think that from that vantage point. But it's all good, man. It's one of them things. This is one thing I do know. When you lose, everything gets analyzed with a magnifying glass. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Some
of the same things that people are complaining about now was visible in the win. You know what I'm saying?
I saw it.
We just didn't, I don't think nobody saw us turn the ball over 5 times. I ain't talking about that other stuff, because I don't think the other stuff is what cost us the game. I don't. I think the turnovers did. The little in between the line stuff is always debatable, and you say, okay, this could give us a better opportunity. Yeah, true, but you still don't know if Miss Desi, I don't know if that's I don't know about that right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I
don't know about that with I'm not gonna. I've never heard that. But yeah, I don't know. I can't. I don't want to touch that, because I don't want to. Yeah. I like Willie. Appreciate you, sis, because I know Willie Willie has a visible platform. I know she's been out there on Twitter. I just don't understand the value in it, and I'm gonna say I'm only saying something because I have seen some. Sometimes I really just kind of stay locked in on what we're doing, and if I see it, then I'm like, okay. A lot of what's said nowadays, I don't see everything because I'm not in every group, especially like on Facebook and stuff like that. But people give their opinions. I don't want people sitting around here saying that you can't speak your mind when it comes to football. Even when it comes to like us, people feel like, oh, okay, y'all ain't really speaking the real. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what day it is.
Well, it also depends on, a lot of things. You can speak the real again. TD, I'm gonna use this example and I'm done. We got literally 4 minutes. And we'll shut it down. 5 minutes, I mean. For those of you who, are married, in relationships, what have you, you don't agree with everything your partner or your mate or your spouse does, and you know what I mean? What do we say all the time? It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. People might forget what you done to them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what you say, is how you say it. We always find a way in certain situations to be very, tactful in our approach. But sports has a unique way of just making us to just bring all the nastiness out, man, sometimes. And I don't get it. I don't get that at all, man. So, you can be outspoken, be vocal, be and just because somebody's giving you hard truth don't mean that they're being disrespectful neither, though. You know what I'm saying? A disagreement is not disrespect. I can disagree with a decision, but I don't have to be disrespectful about it.
Right.
And you can still agree to disagree and move on. But that's neither here nor there.
And the last thing I would say on that, Ken, I mean, even more so, removing the coaches out the equation, because those are grown men. Yep. And they know what comes with the job. They know what comes with the job. At least I definitely hope they do. But that being said, with these young men, these young athletes, these players on the field, I don't understand now. We still talking about kids from anywhere from possibly 17, 18, you know, just say 22, 25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are still young men who's developing. And what we looking at through our eyes a lot of the time is through wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
easy for us to be able to critique.
We on the other side of our screw ups.
Exactly. So when you analyzing these players, I mean, hey, we all have thoughts, but the difference in having thoughts is taking action. I can say what I want to say, saying about someone inside of my head. You'll never know what I'm saying. But when I verbally speak it, that's when they have that's when they take wings. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? I say a lot of stuff in my head people don't know. So I mean, and that's all I'm saying. So just that'll be mindful, of the young men is out there because they're on social media just as much as you are, and that just don't go for Jackson State, man.
No, it don't. It go for all.
That's anywhere, and at the same time, players.
Yep.
On any level, you don't go out there messing with people either. Now, when you open yourself up, you open yourself up for it. When you open yourself, when you open the Pandora box by saying something and responding and talking your mess. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you're gonna, you're gonna wave your wrist and then folks ain't gonna respond.
That's true.
So,
but it's all part for the course, man. We just want to, and it may help, it may not help. We've said this before. I mean, I just would like to see it, us get a little bit more, clean that up a little bit more, man. We ain't gotta. Because what'll happen, TD, we go out and have a great performance. Folks gonna act like they ain't gonna remember that game last week. It'll kind of be a bookmark where they'll be reminded of when we played bad that time. Anybody could be happy when we winning, bro. Anybody can. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Jacoban, I talked to Jacoban, I talked to Cam, I talked to Irv, I talked to all of them after the game. I told all of them, TD, my last comment.
What'd you tell them?
All that matters is what you do next. Everything you want is right in front of you. Hold your head up. Let's go get it done, man. You good? Take this shit on the chin. Get locked in again, and let's go get the next one. That's all I said. I was like, this is what I told him. I said, look, man, ain't nothing we can do about them. This was in the books. Have your moment, have your 15 minutes, but what you do next, how you respond to this adversity is going to determine everything you need to know about yourself in this season. But everything you want, every goal that we desired in the beginning of the season, our goal is to do what? Play in December, win a Celebration Bowl. That starts Saturday.
I mean, just that's why football, the game of life, is adversity. I mean, when you get in real life, it ain't gonna be easy now. I mean, you have some people that are not gonna like you, gonna have some stuff to say about you, but you can't respond and you can't fight on everything. Some stuff you just gotta be, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing.
And one more thing, I know I said I was done. There was a lot of questions, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of question marks. And I got the other piece that I won't go any further with the dialogue. It was just more of we all on a journey, man. Everybody's on a journey. You know what I mean? And all I said was that you may not know why you're dealing with what you're dealing with or going through what you're going through right now. But in the end, you'll be able to look back on it and realize why God took you that way. You know what I'm saying? Right. I said just like that. You'll know later on. When you're going through it, you don't always know. God don't give you all the answers when you're going through the adversity you're going through. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't winning that game because it wasn't in the cards for us to win that game. That was done before we got there. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, the sooner you can make peace with that, because really all frustration is, TD, is the emotional gap between the reality of what's in God's will and the lack of acceptance of what you want to have had happen. There's a gap. And as soon as you line up your mental with the reality of what happened and be aligned with that, you'll feel a whole lot better about it. So in the end, I'm going to say this again in closing. We got our butts whooped. They got us, dog. 41-20. Jackson State goes down. Grambling wins. They Shaq Bully for the year. Hopefully we see them again in the SWAC championship game. But the hell, if we see them again in the SWAC championship game, TD, I hope like hell is in Jackson. Because I don't want to go back to the hole. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to come to the hole for a game. I ain't interested in coming back no time soon. Anywho, congratulations to Grambling, man. They got a solid team, man. The SWAC West is going to have their hands full with them. They got to go beat them guys, bro. They got a solid team, though. But we on the east side. We got to get these next two. We get a bye week, and then we got a date with fam. So, all right, everybody.
You know what, Ken?
What you got?
You said they man, them folk about beat us to sleep. But I still think we're the better team. We can close.
It sounds crazy, don't it, bro?
Mm-hmm.
But I had somebody from another school text me and said the same thing. They said, man, I know y'all got y'all butts whooped. I'm looking at this game. Y'all still with a better team. They just got y'all that day. Turn the ball over. You got to take the ball. You got to take care of the ball. I said,
everything they had.
I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing from them.
Mm-hmm.
They are a better team than we are right now. That's what it is. They are a better team than we are right now. And will we be better than them? We got to decide if we want to be better than what we saw, and we want to be better than them. That starts on Saturday. So, all right, y'all. That's all for the Grambling game, man. Wednesday when we come back, man, we're gonna break down the. I will watch this. I will be done with the Texas Southern Lamar game. Hell, I might even go back and check out the Texas Southern Prairie View game. I'm gonna check out a couple of games with Texas Southern, and then we'll talk about that on Wednesday, and we'll keep it going, man. All right, bro. Peace out, man. Appreciate y'all, everybody. Appreciate Zoe for coming up. Y'all tune in the morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, HBCU Plus. We'll be on Around the Block. All right, everybody. Peace out.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC-1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
JSU students, we know how much you love cheering us on game days.
But there's something bigger than winning the big game. Your vote.
Voting is your chance to make a difference just like we do on the field.
So this November, let's make a play for change.
Get registered, stay informed, and show up on game day, November 5th. Let's make a big time play together.
Go vote.
Be our vote.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.